Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Today we have another huge clash in this WSL season. It's Liverpool versus Manchester City, with City vying to go top of the WSL ahead of Chelsea, who don't play this weekend. So City with a big opportunity to go top today, and they would stay there for at least a month at this rate, because obviously we're into the international break next weekend. The weekend after that, it's FA Cup weekend. So City have a chance here to really put themselves in a position that looks super promising, don't they?
Yeah, definitely so. Every game is a massive game now for Man City, and it starts today. And today, you could argue, is bigger than ever, because as Gareth Taylor touched on, if they win today, suddenly they are the ones being chased and not the chasers. And, you know, while Chelsea are off spinning plates in the Conti Cup final, City can really focus on today, make sure they get the win across the line, and then they can say that they're 3 points clear at the top.
Yeah, I think the Lexus you used there, talking about spinning plates, it's quite indicative of Chelsea and City at the moment. City have 4 matches after this in the WSL. That is it. Their season is done. They've got 4 more games. If they win all of those, there is physically nothing that Chelsea can do to be ahead of them on points. So for City, there's one target here. Win those 5 games. There's no issue then. You are as close as you can get to being champions, because that's the only goal. And to score as many goals as all of them is, of course, going to help them out. But they'll be able to win them all. Hope Chelsea drop points at some point. For Chelsea, they play another 12 matches in between now and the end of the season, provided they get to every final. They are very different schedules. Very different schedules. And that's going to take a toll on Chelsea. It's going to wear them down a little bit. So for Man City, they're in a really, really strong position, actually. So I think they've got a good chance of taking the title this year, I have to say. But today, it's going to be one of those games where there is potential to drop points. Liverpool have provided quite a challenging opposition to the top sides this season. For a good 30 minutes against Chelsea, they were very much in that game. I know it didn't transcend like that at the end, but they were in that match for a while. They beat Arsenal on the opening day of the season 1-0. So they have shown an ability to take on the top sides, and today they'll be hoping to pull off their best performance and really give City a good game.
Yeah, Liverpool are one of those sides that are very good on their day against any opposition. You know, you've got a team there and a manager in Matt Bid who knows what it's like to be in Manchester City's position, to be in a title fight, to be top of the table. So they can play on that Liverpool. They can try and cause City some problems, put City under pressure. But to be honest, hearing City talk about it and watching them play doesn't feel like they're feeling pressure. It's more about that the determination you can feel from Gareth Taylor. He wants this title. He wants to be able to say that he beat Emma Hayes in a WSL title fight, because not many managers can say that on the planet.
Very few.
City, Taylor, they want this title so bad. Every game's a cup final for them from now on, and this is their first.
Indeed, I agree with you there. I think this is we're going into a really exciting run in now for the season. And for City, it seems simple on paper. It's not as complicated as Chelsea's running. Chelsea have got to balance minutes and rotation for all competitions. City, put your full strength 11 out every game, batter the opposition as much as you can, and don't make any silly mistakes on the way. That is as simple as it can get for City. It's not complicated. The only real difficult game in there for them is that Arsenal match, and that complicates matters. But other than that, including today, their opposition they should be beating, and comfortably. So for City, it is a very obvious route to a title here.
Yeah.
Shall we have a look at the lineups? Because we have 10 minutes until kickoff, and we haven't touched on the teams yet. Some interesting choices from the teams. I'm going to check if Football has the correct lineups on there, because when I went on earlier, it was very interesting. They do now have them on there, so we will, of course, run through them. We are at, is it Prenton Park?
Yeah.
The Liverpool player, Prenton Park and the Liverpool side. The home team is as follows. In between the 6, it's Rachel Law. She was a hero as they beat Arsenal on the opening day of the season, pulling off many saves to keep them in a 1-0 lead. In the back 5, Parry, Clark, Bonner, Fisk and Koivisto. In the midfield 3, Sophie Hobinger. Is it Sophie? No, Mary Hobinger, sorry. Nagano and Holland. And the front 2, Kiernan and Romain Haug. A strong team for Liverpool.
Yeah, it's defensive. They know what their plan is today. They're going to try and shut off City in all areas of the pitch and just absorb the pressure that they're going to be under, and hope they can get something up to their forward 2 and try and create something and hit a goal against the run of play. But it's going to be a tough job for that back 5 today. They're just going to have to remain compact and make sure they stick to their duties.
Yeah, it's a very rotated Liverpool side as well. They're very short on numbers at the moment. They only named 6 substitutes for today's game. They've got Taylor Hines on the bench today. I don't know if that's a rotation decision or whether that is an injury or something like that. That Shanice Alexander doesn't even make the squad, who's been one of their better players this season. So there's some misses for Liverpool that could have a detrimental impact on their performance. As for City, they're looking to go from chasers to leaders, and we still haven't got the right team on here, but I can piece it together. In between 6, it is Kiara Keating. She's been a real revelation for the Citizens this season, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. In the back 4, Casper Wright, Kennedy, Greenwood and Alexandri. Across the midfield 3, it's Jess Park, Yui Hasegawa and Laura Coombs. And then on the right-hand side, Mary Fowler. On the left-hand side, Lauren Hemp. Through the middle, Khadija Shaw. So no Chloe Kelly. Fowler in there instead. Do you think that's the right call after the last time out?
Yeah, it's an interesting decision. I feel like that is been quite a tough decision all season, really. And Kelly has been favoured for the majority of the campaign. Fowler getting her opportunities towards the business end of the season. Obviously, played really well in the FA Cup game against Tottenham. She's had a really decent run of form in these last couple of games. She's looked good and she's got the start today because she deserves it and she's played well. Yeah. Kelly hasn't had a great season by her usual standard, and therefore it doesn't get the nod today. Apart from that decision there, I think the rest of the team is pretty nailed on at this point.
Well, I don't think you can justify benching Fowler today. She was involved in all the goals against Brighton, I think. So, I think that's sort of a necessity that she starts today. If you play well, you've got to be rewarded for that. So, yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense for her to start. So, as for the rest of the City squad, it's pretty much what we'd expect. Obviously, Jill Ward's still out injured. That's a big miss, but Jess Park was phenomenal in their last game. So, yeah, I think they are really starting to come together, City, as a real force to be reckoned with in the WSL this season. And the only team I see causing them issues is Arsenal in a few weeks' time. Yeah. So, at the end of May.
It does feel like it's never cruise. It's never, they're never be cruising in a title race, but they have definitely got a very nice run of games now. Hit the ground running. The wins aren't enough. They need as many goals as possible. We know this because at this rate, it will go down to goal difference. City need to score and score and score, and realistically, they need to be battering teams. They really need to because Chelsea, if Chelsea are rotating, if they're not, if they're tired, they're not going to be going to teams and putting 6 past them. If City can do that, then no matter how many points either the teams pick up, City will score more.
You say that, but could Chelsea keep it?
They could, but it's hopeful thinking.
Wishful thinking. With a rotated side, I think Chelsea still could, as long as they are keeping up those rotations. But yeah, I think the international break as well will be a much needed rest for a few teams. I'm hoping that Chelsea players just don't play. I know obviously it's Euros qualification, but do England really need Lauren James? No. Play anyone else. Grace Clinton, Jess Park, I don't care. Lauren James should not play a minute.
No, definitely so. I mean, you mentioned Jess Park there. What a turn of the year she's had. Since Jill Ward's injury, we thought that might be City's title done and dusted.
Well, that's the thing. Every cloud does have a silver lining, and that's proved true with the whole Jess Park situation. While Jill Ward, of course, that is a horrible injury for her, a horrible injury for City, and we were expecting that to be very problematic for them. They've dealt with that well, and Jess Park has more than stepped up into the shoes of the Dutch midfielder. So, yeah, I think there's really good signs there for City and for Park that they're starting to develop that squad depth that they've never really had. If you look at the Chelsea team, they've always had that depth. So they've been able to rotate their squad. Yeah. They've been able to, deal with injuries much better than the likes of Arsenal or City have. But City's starting to build up a bit of a squad. Yeah,
and I mean, to see a young player like Jess Park. I mean, last week, to see a player take a Manchester derby by the scruff of the neck in the way she did was incredible. She took complete control of that game, tore United apart. Defensively, they couldn't handle her. No one could handle her. In that game, I don't think a single defence in the world, well, maybe Barcelona, but not many players could have stopped Jess Park in the form she's in at the moment.
Primary customer.
Maybe. But the way she just kind of in such a big game, obviously, not had many games for City at this point, and she just comes into that game and just controlled everything. Scored goals, set up goals, midfield dictated the play. It was absolutely brilliant, and if she can do that again today, Liverpool might as well go home.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Anyway, we should probably get into some predictions. If you are just tuning in, make sure to get involved in the live chat. Give us your predictions for the game. And of course, vote in the poll and chat. 8 votes in that at the moment. 62% for Manchester City, 12% for Liverpool, and 25% opting for a draw. But yeah, make sure to have your say. We're going to get on some predictions because we've got 4 minutes until kickoff. So Harry, what are you predicting this game's outcome will be?
I think this is an interesting one. Obviously, 25% there going for a draw and 12% was it going for a Liverpool win. Yeah. That for me is either it could be Liverpool fans, and if you are, hello. But that for me is probably very hopeful Chelsea and City fans, and I think even Chelsea and Arsenal. I don't think
many City fans like when they lose today, but
even the poll in our community tab favoured Liverpool, which again I think was just a lot of hopeful Chelsea fans. But for me, as much as I'd like to see City,
to be fair, that is now 50-50 in that poll. So.
Fair enough, a bit more reasonable. But for me, I just don't see City having any problems here whatsoever. I am going to go for Liverpool 0, Manchester City 4. I think they're going to really take control of this game and again prove why they can win this WSL title. They mean business. They're not no slouches. They're not to mess around. They want to take this game to. They want to take this title to Chelsea. And they want to be leaders for, as you say, that few weeks after this game. So I will go 4-0 City. I'll go for a Khadija Shaw double, a Jess Park goal, and then a goal for Mary Fowler.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't remember what I said on the prediction show on Friday, but no idea. But I really hope Liverpool pull something off, but it just doesn't seem realistic. City have been so dominant recently. The manner in which they have just turned up and rolled over teams like it's nobody's business. I just can't see them having any issues. So I think they'll go into the break 0-0. I think Liverpool will go out with the best intentions of keeping them quiet. I think the 5-back is very demonstrative of that. But I feel like eventually City are going to break them down. I think it will end 2-0. City with goals, both goals coming in the second half. I think it will be Khadija Shaw with a goal because Khadija Shaw is incredible. And I'll say Jess Park keep up a rich vein of scoring form as it needs to claim a 2-0 away win.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think City got this in the bag. I don't see... Because even if Liverpool bring the fight to them, bring them a good game, the level City are playing at right now, nobody stops them apart from Chelsea, and that's the problem. And maybe Arsenal again on the penultimate game week, but the way City are playing football right now, no team can stop them, and that is the problem. And they do look like an absolute force, and I really do feel like this title is going to go down a goal difference, or if Chelsea slip up.
Yeah, it does feel that way at the moment, doesn't it? It's a very... if you look at those 5 games for City, including today, I don't know, I just don't see where they drop points other than Arsenal. That's the big one for me. The fact that City still have to play Arsenal and Chelsea don't, especially if Arsenal are still in the conversation, which they might not be, because they're not in a great position. I thought they were going to put themselves even further behind when they conceded at Villa.
The whole season is tomorrow.
Yeah, that very much is so, I think... If they don't win tomorrow, they can't win anything. In which case, is the season a failure? I think it has to go down as such.
100%. And Idaho is under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So, but either way, with Matt Beard, he's hopeful today. I don't think he's expecting too much, but I think his team will give it a good go. And you have to give him credit where credit's due. Him and his Liverpool side have done very well over the years. 2-time WSL champions. He knows what it takes to win this league. It has got a bit better, I feel like, in the quality since he won those titles. And maybe
it's changed a lot, hasn't it, the women's game? There's the professionalisation of the sport and Emma Hayes. But he knows what it takes to win games of football. He's proven that this season with this side, Matt Beard, and this squad knows what it takes. This Liverpool team is not a bad set of players, and they'll be sure to give City a good game today.
Yeah.
So, a moment's silence here, I believe. I'm not sure who for, but I'm sure will be indicated as to who that is at some point. But,
But no, I
players
think
gathered around the centre circle.
It's going to be interesting. I feel for how Chelsea respond, because Chelsea have never really been in this situation before where they can actually, where the quadruple is reasonable.
Yeah.
Because the UICL has always been out of reach.
It has always felt like that, hasn't it? Even the final in 2021, it didn't feel winnable going into that game. And, we came out of it 5-0 losers. So it clearly wasn't. But I think going into this year, Chelsea seem to have that X factor that they could beat Barca compared to last year's team. Still not sure what this moment silence is for.
97, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is, understandable. Very.
Yeah. And obviously we've got the other game with OSL, Villa-Leicester, also kicking off at the same time.
Yeah.
So that should also be a good game, you feel? Both sides could do a win.
Yeah, very much so. It's going to be Liverpool to get us underway here at Prenton Park, though, in the first game of this WSL weekend. Both such players take a knee and a stand against all forms of discrimination. And then it will be Kiernan to knock it back for Liverpool to get us underway. Referee blows a whistle, and we are underway here at Prenton Park. Can Man City climb to top of the WSL and leave themselves there for a good few weeks? Or will Liverpool mean that their chance to win the title decrease? Let's see. But it should be a good game today. Hopefully, Liverpool gives City a challenge. But it's going to be difficult for them to do so. Here's Hobinger. Coming forwards well here, and Kiernan gets brought down there by Greenwood. That's a free kick in a dangerous area here for Liverpool.
Yeah, good play from Kiernan there, just to draw the foul. Greenwood diving in, a bit too eager, just to get the ball. And yeah, it's as you say, decent opportunity.
They've got threat in the air, haven't they? Fisk, Bonner, both going up. Hobinger over this. We know she can deliver a ball, so can Liverpool make something from this? I mean, this would be a very great start to the game if they could score after just 40 seconds. So Hobinger waits for the referee's whistle. Now has a chance to whip the ball in. Could even go for goal from here, but I'd expect this will be a cross, and it is going to be a cross. Finds Fisk in there, but not quite, as Chiara Keating rushes out and punches it away for a corner.
I think she's punched it into Fisk there and won a goal kick.
Good goalkeeping then, very good goalkeeping from Chiara Keating.
Yeah, solid punch. Or was offside. Yeah, 3 players in there, all offside.
I didn't see who it was aimed at in the end. I think that might have been Bonner, though.
Yeah, flag up, though.
Either way, it is offside.
Yeah.
Casarinka onto the stream saying, who do you think will win tomorrow, Arsenal or Chelsea? You know I'm going to back Chelsea, Casarinka. Absolutely. 100% Chelsea are going to win the Conti Cup tomorrow. But join us. We will be live for it. The stream page will be out after this one. So after the stream. So go and make sure to leave a like, set a reminder on that, ready for tomorrow. I'm very excited for the game.
Could be a cracker. Absolute
and of course, a reminder, we are going live early tomorrow so we can get into some really good build-up before the game. So if you want to get involved in that conversation, then feel free to get in the stream, get in the live chat and say hi. Even if you're going to the game, go find a bar to sit in and listen to us for the 50 minutes and then get in the stadium. But yeah.
Nearly 2 minutes for City. Not quite what the doctor orders for them, but...
Yeah, Liverpool ramping up the pressure.
Yeah.
But City with a throw-in now in their own half on the far side, and Shaw will drop in to receive it. Then Kasparov's pass isn't perfect. Hoping he'll pick up the ball. Goes back to Bonner. Now the ball goes wide. Koivisto. Lovely ball placed inside to Hobinger, and it's back to Koivisto. And Liverpool playing some nice stuff here. Looks to take on Lauren Hemp and trying to win a corner there, but ends up conceding a throw. Koivisto.
Yeah, good defense from Hemp there as well. Smart play to win herself the throw. But yeah, as you say, good play from Liverpool, just knocking it about a bit, putting City under a little bit of pressure.
Indeed.
Which is kind of the opposite of what we expected.
Yeah. If anything, as you say, expect the antithesis. City to start fast and Liverpool to be under the cosh, but here's Hobinger picking up in midfield, just didn't have an option there, Nagano. And they're forced back, unfortunately, for Liverpool. Dropping in there just to see the ball is Kiernan, and then that's a poor ball from Fisk down the line, but she has won it back off Mary Fowler. And Liverpool will look to work it round. Laws. But yeah, Liverpool, good start. Very good start for them.
Yeah.
And Laws there.
Putting out the tricks.
I was going to say, just rolling that ball away from Khadija Shaw. And Messi, and that is poor from Bonner, but she does recover it.
Anyway.
And they're offside.
Let off, a little bit of let off there.
But they're being very confident, very aggressive in possession today, Liverpool. And I thought Hobinger was in there. I'm not sure what this has been given.
No. Bonner's taken the offside free kick to heart of the pitch.
Yeah, Rachel Law stunting on him.
Lovely little turn.
Showing everyone what she's capable of.
Yeah.
And now, let's go along with this set piece, really. It's not really, it's not a goal scoring set piece, but it is a set piece of sorts. Ball goes long. The flick on is in there. Koivisto up in the air. That's headed away, but only as far as the edge of the box. But Hasegawa pokes it to Kelly. He then clears it into Clark, and that will be a City throw. They're doing very well at the moment, City, though, just to see off this early pressure. Because the thing is, Liverpool playing with confidence because they have no pressure on them today. They look like a team that isn't lumbered by the pressures of the title fight, and that's Koivisto trying to win it off Khadija Shaw. Unfortunately, though, Shaw is a machine and doesn't lose the ball, but she does there to Hobinger. And here come Liverpool, Holland. Ball out wide, and in a bit of space there is Koivisto. And the Finn plays it inside. Nagano looks to go into Kiernan. Kiernan doesn't quite come off. Koivisto back to Nagano, looking for that ball in behind. But the run just isn't there for her. Now to Hobinger. She just whips it in there. Actually ends up putting it on the goalkeeper, but it's in the gloves of Keating quite comfortably in the end.
Yeah, again, really good start from Liverpool. This very fast start and putting quite a bit of pressure on City's back line. But also notice a very... A lot of it, City players taped up, having their knees taped up. Fowler's got a heavy taped left knee, and Kiara Keating's got heavy taping on her right knee. Don't know what's going on with the old City knees, but not what they
need.
Yeah, exactly. In the running, all your players are bandaged up.
Bonnet up in the air, and now headed away from Kennedy. It's not convincing, but that will be brought down by Hasegawa. A deft touch from Yui Hasegawa. And Keating under a bit of pressure here, but we'll go along with it and relieve the said pressure. Riley Taylor onto stream saying, afternoon, thought I'd boycott the Premier League game to watch this crucial WSL game this afternoon. Yeah, well, for us it was a no-brainer. Do I care about Newcastle beating West Ham 1-0? Not particularly.
Do I care about the WSL title race? Absolutely.
Obviously.
And so far, the team in the title race are up against it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely so. But yeah, I think it makes sense given both sides. The pressure on both teams for Liverpool today, it's not as important a match.
Yeah.
If they were to lose today, obviously they'll be annoyed. You never want to lose a game, but they'll understand they're playing Manchester City. For City, they can't afford not to win. Even a draw for them today is not enough, really. Because whilst Chelsea might not be perfect, City have still got the Arsenal game in there to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, if City drop points, Chelsea won the league.
Do Chelsea win every game? Probably. Yeah. But with every match, you never know.
We've never been in this scenario before, where we've had 3 teams going into the title race, and then 2 teams towards the end, but one of those teams is also involved in 3 other competitions.
Yeah, Ryan Taylor says with the Lionesses back next Friday, let's see if it's City advantage at the top of the table. Well, that's the thing I was saying at the start of the stream. City have a chance now to top the WSL for at least 3 weeks if they were to win or draw today, because Chelsea can't reply during an international break, can't reply during an FA Cup weekend. So over those 3 weeks, City are guaranteed to be the leaders. And then, obviously, until Chelsea won't make up that game in hand until mid-May.
Are there WSL games on FA Cup weekend? Yes, there's one, isn't there?
Yeah, it's Arsenal, Bristol City they're making up for this weekend.
Yes.
So, very limited impact on the title race. Unless Arsenal suddenly come back.
Knocking it back side to side here. It's got it over to the left-hand side.
Looking to come down the line, but that is knocked out of play by Casper Ryan. That will be a Liverpool throw.
Yeah, I mean...
An early Liverpool goal here could cause a lot of issues for City.
I wouldn't be surprised the way this game's been going. It's been, Liverpool, that first 8 minutes, it's been all over City.
Yeah.
City have barely got their half. And when they have, it's been Liverpool knocking the ball around the back. Don't know what they're going to do here, Liverpool. I think Liverpool aren't afraid to go backwards and work it round. And I like that. They're not trying to force it forward and lose the ball. They're happy to retain possession by keeping it with their back line.
Yeah. That's what they're doing now. Clark back to Laws.
And because they've got because they've got a 5-back, Laws has got 3 options every time she gets the ball.
Yeah. Kieran, a little too quick trying to play that ball round the corner. Isabella welcome to the stream saying pretty impressed by Liverpool being 4th in the table. Yeah, it's been a really strong campaign actually for Liverpool.
That's the thing we say. Liverpool have still got things to play for.
Yeah,
if they win today and they put pressure on Arsenal. They go ahead of United, You know, and then suddenly they're looking at Europe.
They're already ahead of United. 2 points ahead of United. Obviously, one of those points is being claimed in this game live, but well, exactly.
and you know, I think they put pressure on Arsenal, and I think they
7 points off. If they win today, they're 6 points off Arsenal. That is not insurmountable, but even so, it's very difficult.
And you could argue that Arsenal could if Arsenal lose to City, Arsenal
then it's only one more drop of points. Yeah, do Arsenal?
The other thing Liverpool look at is like the draw in the Merseyside derby. How costly could that be?
Equally, in these last 5 games, Liverpool play City today. They play Chelsea at the start of May, and they play United after that. So it is a difficult run now for Liverpool.
Yeah. Keating on the ball, City just trying to play out the back. Hasegawa, that is so just composed.
Yeah. And Mayron went to the stream as well, saying, I just hope Liverpool win or draw, from a Chelsea fan. Yes, same here, Mayron.
Oh, and Kennedy's fallen over there. She's gone to kick the ball, and that's a sloppy corner to give away. And City, we spoke about how coming into this game, they've played so well. They haven't looked like slipping up. They've been inch perfect. They are in incredible form to win the title. Today, though, they've turned up, and in the first 10 minutes, they have been really poor, really sloppy. Like this was a silly corner to give away for a silly mistake, and if they concede from it, they're going to rue it.
So Liverpool looking to put a ball in. It's not a great corner in all honesty. Doesn't beat the first player.
Kenny made up for it, heading it wide.
And now this is a good link up down the left-hand side. Ball in, doesn't quite come off. And now Kasparai can drive City forward. And they've got a lot of players rushing forward in the middle. And they can't make good of it as Liverpool knock it out of play.
It's also, Liverpool limiting City to having the ball, which then limits players like Jess Park and Hemp to take control of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think Lauren Hemp's touched the ball yet.
No. Like United didn't get near Jess Park, so she ran rings around them. Liverpool, do not let her have the ball, and if you don't give the opposition players the ball, they can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
65% possession for Liverpool in this first 11 minutes. Matt Beard will be very happy with what he's seen so far.
Yeah, they've just got to be very cautious on the counter, but I think they're put themselves in a really strong position with this start to the game. But unable there how to keep the ball in play, and so that will be.
I think if they were to go 1-0 down against the run of play, then that might give City what they need to get back on top. But to be honest,
Parry winning the ball off Shaw. Here's Kiernan, has to go back to Bono, who plays it in behind, but Parry unable to get there. And then up in the air, Kiernan wins the header again and again, but Parry can't get there as Hasegawa hooks it clear. They seem to have a lot more up there, Liverpool, with Kiernan. Just adds a bit of presence up there.
I like Shanice van der Sanden, but...
Well, maybe Kiernan van der Sanden's your best duo, which feels mental given you paid a lot of money for Sophie Romain Haug in the summer, but Kiernan's added a lot up there.
Debut season for Sophie Haug, and... But I do feel like she'll develop. She'll get used as soon as she gets used to the league. 7
contributions in 15 games is not the kind of record you'd hope to see from your record transfer.
That's a silly pass to try.
And now they've lost it, and here come City. Park pokes out wide. Fowler, it's a little bit wide, and she has to make up some ground to keep it alive. Kasparai, Fowler. And now here's Kasparai again, Alexandri. Kasparai. She's going to go all the way back to Hasegawa.
Tell you what, Fist will be happy to create something from that, because just try to really risky switch, across the whole of the pitch, and just didn't get enough behind it, and it fell to Coombs, and City didn't use it and were forced backwards again, but they've still kept the ball, City, and they're going to try and create something here. Greenwood to Kennedy. Knocks it to Hasegawa. City just working it around, trying to find a way through this very deep Liverpool side. But Kennedy is happy just to slowly bring out the pitch. She goes for a long ball, but that's cut out by Koivisto. Hasegawa's going to keep it. Does well to keep it under a lot of pressure there. Sorry, it's Alexandri.
Yeah. Here's Greenwood. And Studs on the ball, just happy to control it and dictate a bit of the tempo at the moment, City, and just Wait for that option to come alive. Liverpool have to press them eventually.
Yeah.
Or do they? They can't just stand still,
Yeah,
I guess.
that's
That is what they're doing at the moment. And it's just the clock ticking down, Greenwood.
City have nothing through. They literally.
The problem is for City is, what if Liverpool don't press them?
Yeah.
And if they do, what if they come over the ball like they have now? Hovinger, Koivisto. It's that they're trying to bait the press, City. But the issue is, Liverpool have no intention of engaging in it. So they just stood there waiting for a pressing that's never happened. And then when it does happen, City have waited so long that they're not alert. And that is poor from Keating. It comes off Koivisto, but out of play for a City throw.
That's the thing. What's the way to combat a team that's good at playing for the press? Don't press them.
Yeah. But almost getting caught out here. If this deflected poorly, that could have been a very different moment for Manchester City. Now they are moving the ball around with a bit of zip, though, and Hasegawa able to play up against the press there. Sure. And now Fowler is released in behind, and they've got players committed to this attack, City. Fowler wants to take on Parry. Here's Park on the edge. Jess Park. It's low driven. It's saved by Laws. Falls to Hem, and she tucks it away. A lot of work for him to do there in the box. Takes it round a few players. Pokes it past Rachel Laws. And that is Liverpool 0. Manchester City 1. The deadlock broken by Lauren Hemp. I mean, it wasn't really coming. It's come against them on a play there. City, it all comes from Hasegawa being able to play up against the press there. She's got a Liverpool player on her back. She turns her, and then suddenly Liverpool have 3 players beyond the ball.
Yeah.
The wrong side of the ball, and City have an overload, and they play it quick, and they play it well.
And that's the way City have done that incredibly well. Is that the problem with what they were doing is that Liverpool already reset and in their position, whereas City have just caught Liverpool high up the pitch there, and it's really good. It's 3 passes. Hasegawa turn to Shaw. Shaw into Fowler. Fowler runs up the pitch, lays it into Park. Park's shot. It's a good effort. It's well saved by Laws. She doesn't manage to claim it there, and I feel like she could have.
As Laws got to do more after that initial save.
I think so, and that's not a great effort from Hemp to put it into corner, but it goes in, and City have the lead, and that's all it needs. It's a bit unlucky that it does fall straight to Lauren Hemp, but at the end of the day, the pace behind that Jess Park shot.
Someone's got to go block in there as well.
It's either got to be blocked or it's got to be claimed by the keeper.
Well, that's the thing. There was a bit of power on it. It was taken off by 2 deflections, but neither of them were strong deflections. And Laws, it ended up being.
And then no one reacts to the second vault as quickly as Lauren Hemp does. And Liverpool, who have been the best team for the majority of the first 17 minutes, now find themselves 1-0 down. That's what title winners do. When they're up against it, when they're struggling, they get results, they find goals. And
now there's silly fouls coming in for Liverpool there. Koivisto bringing Hemp down. Perhaps a bit of frustration coming in because they've been the better side here. First 15 minutes, Liverpool, but
can't do that too many times. Yeah, no, it'll be annoying for Liverpool to do so well against such a really good side.
Nothing to show for it.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, poll in chat though, still not convinced by City today. 16% going for a draw, 20% going Liverpool, 64% going City. Still, obviously the majority, but I thought it'd be higher than that. Nagano. Here's Haug. Forced back now to Clark. Nagano. Clark. And a pressure from Park. And it's won back by Hemp, but Koivisto goes and wins the ball, and then Hemp gets it back. Greenwood.
City, I'll try again. I'd expect City to really take control now. Get themselves back on the ball, back in the game.
Here is Yui Hasegawa. Greenwood. Lays it across. Now City can look to come forwards. Kennedy. Back to Keating. Just lifts that ball out wide, and here's Alexandri.
It does feel like Kennedy a few times now has just not wanted to play that kind of not risky ball, but a more advanced ball. Wants that simple pass, doesn't get it, so then just both just turn and go backwards. And it don't mind it, but you just feel like if you've got to progress, you've got to shift it a little bit. You've got to take that gamble.
Oh, and the Greenwood caught in possession, but Liverpool can't quite make something of it.
Let off for Greenwood.
Yeah, almost pouncing on it there, though. hoping yeah, City playing out now, and it's good stuff to find Alexandri in space here, driving forward from left back, plays it inside, Coombs to Park. Park looks out wide now to Fowler. Kasparai joins her in attack. This is good for City. Is a goal on the horizon. Kasparai, Fowler. I mean, a second goal in this game sinks any hope of a Liverpool comeback. Kennedy. And now Kasparai in a bit of space to Fowler. This looks promising. Ball cut back, put out of play for a corner. Well recovered.
Yeah, good stuff for the City there. And, now they're starting to get players like Park and Fowler and Hemp on the ball. They're going to cause Liverpool problems. And you feel like there's a few more goals left in this game for Man City. And a corner, a lot of aerial threat for the home side. Shaw, Kennedy, Alexandri. All lining up towards back. Greenwood in there as well. Fowler with the corner.
Now, can she pick out a player? It's a poor corner. It's going to fall on the edge to Laura Coombs.
Second corner of the game now. By both sides that it's just not even beating the first player.
Yeah.
I did see someone say that they should have a new rule that should be a yellow card.
Red.
That is the most pointless thing ever.
Now Keating. And now here comes City. Yui Asagawa. She just couldn't find a pass there. Now Kasparai. Now it's with Greenwood.
Okay,
City just stopped on the ball again.
Better from Liverpool, just decided to do not to press.
Here's Kasparai. The issue is then when City players move, they don't follow them, because here's Fowler to Park. Park wriggles through traffic. Jess Park, and it's in. City double that advantage. Liverpool sinking without a trace. It's Liverpool 0, Manchester City 2. Way too easy for Park there to dance around Liverpool defenders and tuck it past Keating. Not Keating, Laws, sorry. Keating doesn't concede that.
Yeah, really good from City, but you have to question Liverpool now. That's really poor, and City have now found a way to get past the whole Liverpool. Let's just stand there, and it's a really inventive run from Kasparai that kicks the whole move off. She just gets moving down the field.
And look, no one tracking her. No one tracking her.
No one saw it. City knocked the ball around. Really good play. You get the ball into Jess Park, who's in brilliant form. Beats 3 defenders way too easy. Just drew it past him.
Yeah.
And Rachel Laws.
It's Bonner there that commits, is it? I think. There.
Yeah.
Got to stand your ground. And Laws has got to save that.
I mean, Laws doesn't move. She doesn't even try to save it. Thinks it's going wide or something. I don't know. Hits the post.
Got to dive. You've got to dive for that.
Yeah. Poor goalkeeping. Poor defending. City taking full advantage of that. And Jess Park is adding to her very much.
Now with Liverpool kicking it into each other, and now here comes City again. Shaw, Park.
This team are self-imploding, and Matt Beard must be wondering what on earth he's watching, because this is really bad.
Yeah. Greenwood.
They've gone from a side, they dominated the first 15 minutes. City got a goal against a run of play, and now Liverpool look like they've forgotten how to play football.
Yeah, Hasegawa, Greenwood. So as it stands, so they're hang on because of the ball in behind here. Laws, that is not great. Nagano can't get it down. Here's Khadija Shaw. Could strike from range. Here's Shaw and does. Oh. That is magnificent. But Liverpool, I mean, it's shocking. It is absolutely shocking from Liverpool. But take nothing away from that effort from Shaw. Laws comes out. I have no words to describe what she attempts to do with the ball. It drops for Nagano, who can't bring it down. Shaw muscles that ball into her possession. It just settles nicely for her, and she sees the goal and goes, you know what? I'm going to have a strike. And it's to great effect as well.
Long ball.
Laws has got to clear that.
She doesn't reset.
Well, she does in a sense. But you're not saving this anyway.
I know.
It's incredible for sure.
Terrible.
But that's got to be smashed away.
And then this has to go for Nagano, chests it down to Greenwood. Yeah. Then Bonner's not strong enough in there. Incredible strike from Shaw.
Yeah, that's magnificent.
Liverpool, it is embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing.
It's the second time there that Bonner has, rather than standing up and trying to block or just being in the way, committed. And that means the player can just see that, take it past her, And then it's a clean shot on goal. You
City
can't
are
do that
laughing
as a centre
because
half.
they don't know what's happened. 9 minutes ago, it was 0-0, and Liverpool were in complete control of this game. We are now 10 minutes into the future, and City are 3-0 up.
And hoping that's a team effort, trying to restore some sort of respect in this
Isabella
game.
and Riley agreeing with everything we're saying. It's terrible.
Yeah, just crumbling completely suddenly, as Isabella describes it. And oh my lord, in full caps as the goal went in. Completely sinks Liverpool, says Riley Taylor. And for Chelsea fans, we stop going top. I don't think it's... I think that's... Obviously, it has an impact on the psychological, but ultimately it means very little that City are
So this would put
top.
City...
But
obviously, 3 points clear, Chelsea have the game in hand.
my bigger issue is the goal difference. Because if Liverpool are going to play like this for 90 minutes, City are going to get
at the
100.
moment, Chelsea sit on plus 36, City sit on plus 37.
So City have just risen above because of this 3-0 win.
And
Now-
we're only 25 minutes in.
Yeah, indeed.
And City are clearly showing that they are cutthroat. They are going for the jugular. They're not here just to win. They're going for the jugular. And this could get nasty for Liverpool. Get really nasty.
Yeah, by the way, in the other WSL fixture, Aston Villa have just taken the lead. It's 1-0 there.
That's a big game.
And Villa starting to push back into that top six where they belong.
Yeah.
And we're getting close to Tottenham now.
They're recovering their season, which has been piss poor, to say the least.
Isabella says, even as a Chelsea fan, I'll say Bunny Shaw is great to watch. Yeah, I think she is an incredible player, and one of the best scorers one of the best goal scorers we've seen in the WSL.
But she can do that. Like she can, head it in the air. She's brilliant. From in the box, superb control, great finisher, and then she scores goals like she just did a moment ago. 20, 25 yards out.
She's that
finds top
wonderful blend of pace and power. She's really quick in behind, but she's also good enough and strong enough to hold the ball up. She's got height, but she's not inagile. She can actually pivot on the ball.
So good, and obviously I know.
But
Shaw's got the height advantage.
that's the thing. She's taller than Kerr, but she's also quicker than Kerr.
Yeah.
She's got that in her locker.
Those two are very complete strikers. They can do anything.
Yeah. Right, says we need Bunny Shaw next season. I'm presuming you're talking about Chelsea. One, it will never happen.
Just City.
And two, I'm not so sure we do.
We've got 3 strikers. We've got City. Also, I think Maya Ramirez is a very, very good striker.
I think she's a very similar mould as well.
Yeah.
Slight, not quite as tall, but much stronger, much more physically imposing.
Like, she will just bully Pete. Like, if I doesn't need to run past Pete, because she'll just put him on the floor.
City are mocking it now.
Oh, yeah.
The manner in which they pass the ball around the back, I mean, these ambitious looped balls
quite
and
fittingly, the sun's gone in at Prenton Park.
If pathetic fallacy is a real thing, that tells the tale of this game. Because that with the sun going out, Liverpool's hopes die.
And even a poor touch in the middle of the park there from Hemp, it's not.
But now the ball's in behind. Great from Howe. Kiernan's in here, but she's just not quick enough in that shot. It's tame. It's not on target, and it's not travelling Keating.
Keating stands there and watches it. Better footle from there.
That was brilliant, and they should score here.
Yeah, that's the problem.
This is a wonderful ball in behind from Howe. Great timing of the run from Kiernan, and yet nothing comes of it.
If this is a Shaw or a Kerr or even a Beth England or a Russo, that's a goal.
Yeah, maybe not Russo this season, but yeah.
But that's been Liverpool's problem. One of Liverpool's problems. Not just today. I mean, just this season. They've had several problems today.
Eddie Turland buries that.
Yeah, we'll be here all day for every problem they've had today.
Oh yeah, how's the thing? Is that what Liverpool are missing? What's stopping them from competing for top 4?
I think
the top 3, sorry.
You need top quality centre half but maybe even a leader in there, because the way they've gone 1-0 down and then just fallen apart.
Yeah.
It's like one wheel's come off the wagon, suddenly the whole wagon's gone tumbling down the hill. It's just, I don't know. Someone needs to step up for Liverpool.
It feels like, they're very disciplined when it was 1-0. As soon as those goals go in, just that concentration just go.
That's a guy was taking shots, and luckily for her that was deflected. But yeah, I think, I get what you mean. But for a side of 4th in the league, they should believe they can challenge these teams, even when they go 1-0. I get, okay, if Bristol City go 1-0 down and then they go, oh, we're going to lose.
Yeah.
Fair enough, because that's probably true.
Well, after 15 minutes, I was going to ask the question: is the gap becoming smaller? Is that margin between the top 2 sides and the rest of the table becoming smaller? But I watched this today, and it says anything but. It implies that there is no hope for other teams.
What
Even United this season.
Kennedy over.
Even United this season haven't offered a serious challenge to either City or Chelsea.
Whatever the score is at half time, will answer that, because even in the Arsenal-Chelsea game, Chelsea had a really good flurry where Arsenal fell apart, scored 3 goals, but that was it for Chelsea. It might be that now on City don't score again, and again it might just be a really poor spell from Liverpool, and they might get back on track now. However, if City score 1 or 2 more for the break, then suddenly Liverpool are in big trouble. Yeah,
we've got a goal in the Aston Villa-Leicester City game, and it is level.
Story of the season.
Yuka Mamiki scoring for Leicester. But yeah, Leicester, another side who have done quite well this season, actually.
Yeah.
I can't say I've watched a whole lot of Leicester, but the game I have seen in that Chelsea match, they did look better than they normally do.
Mm. And they've done well, saying everything's going on off the pitch.
Yeah, indeed. Obviously, that is something we should probably touch on today, is that they have a whole new coaching setup. So they've been in charge for the last 2 games, so the hearing around Willie Kirk has been going on. And that is something we might touch on in a future video. I'm not really sure. Obviously, while the investigation was going on, we weren't really considering talking about it. I wanted to see what the conclusion of that was first. But yeah, maybe something to do a video on soon. Equally, I don't think there's a whole lot to say that hasn't been said already by people in much more important positions than us. So, yeah.
It's like why you don't touch on any of it, like, don't talk about Joey Barton, because everyone knows that's what all the point, which we say exactly what the whole country thinks. The whole world.
Well, that's the issue is there's not what the whole country thinks, unfortunately. But yeah.
That's a long ball looking for Coombs and...
Seen back to Law as well.
Just about.
I just went on to the stream saying, big up Jack and Harry, City are cooking again. Well, it is easy to cook when it's a ready meal, and Liverpool at the moment opening the microwave for them.
Yeah.
Here is Laws. I was going to say,
and Laws
Jesus Christ, Laws. I mean, that's almost just begging to concede at this rate. I mean, I don't know who that's...
Gone to distribute it and just kick it in the hem.
Is that a corner or a goal kick?
It's a goal kick. Luckily for her, it hits Hemp and goes wide. That could have easily come off. She could have smashed it into Hemp and it gone in.
Yeah.
She's had a shocker. Rachel Laws today.
And I said in the intro, well, especially while running through the lineup, I think I mentioned it, that if we look at when Liverpool beat Arsenal, in the first game of the season, how it was all, a lot of it was because she was so good in that game. But today, it's been a real poor showing.
Yeah. From
the Liverpool goalkeeper.
Also, I could watch Yui Hasegawa play football all day. It's so nonchalant and composed. It's incredible. But it's there's no mistake.
It's the thing. One thing I think Chelsea are missing from their midfield.
Yeah.
Is that orchestrator? I like our midfield setup, and I think Leopold can do it a little bit. Cuthbert can't really to the same extent. For me, there's a perfect sort of conductor role available on the market for free this summer, coming from Real Madrid, Teresa Avelera. And I will keep pushing for that signing until it happens. She's available for free. I don't get why
all of
Real letting her go.
Whelan's and Dealans all up in the air due to the manager.
Well, exactly. Situation. If Sonia Van comes in,
that's the biggest signing for Chelsea's season is the manager.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think whoever, we could keep this current squad and we'd still be competitive next season. Obviously, I'd like to see a few changes, and I expect we'll probably see a few people departing. I think we'll see the end of the road for players like Maren Mjelde, for Ann-Katrine Berger, which is a real sign of the times, I would say. It's a period of change at the moment at Chelsea. And this was actually reflected on in an Athletic article I read the other day, comparing how, if you look at Chelsea-Barcelona semi-final last season, in that game, they relied upon players like Berger, like Mjelde, who are elder statesmen of the WSL at the moment. But this season, new blood has been injected into the Blues, and they've looked a better side for, I'd say. Players like Hannah Hampton now is in that team. Signings like Natalie Bjorn coming in and having an impact are probably better than Maren Mjelde. So I think she could be another one that goes. I think Fran Kirby could leave this summer. That's probably the one that hurts the most out of all of them. I think Jess Cart will probably go if Ann-Katrine Berger goes. I think they'll go together. Here is Lauren Hemp. And a ball across the box, and fortunately for Liverpool, no City players in there, so... But they do clear it to Coombs, who stood on the edge. But yeah, Isabella enjoying my easy to cook when it's a ready meal line. Here is Coombs, and it's one back by Liverpool. Laws.
Yeah, I think obviously our big situation to about is with Man City is Lauren Hemp's contract. She needs to sign the dotted line ASAP for them. You cannot lose a player like Lauren Hemp for free.
Well, I think they will. No, wow, revolutionary statement. I think they're going to. I think that Barcelona clearly have been after a signature for a while. PSG also interested. And Barca offer you a guarantee of being able to compete for the UWCL that City simply don't. A guaranteed title. And if City were to win, I think she's waiting potentially to see what happens at the end of this season. Yeah. But either way, if City lose the title, does that not show that they're never going to win it?
Maybe. The thing that would deter, and this might sound a bit mental, the thing that deters me from Barcelona is the league.
What's the point? Yeah.
Like, what is the point in rocking up to a club where you should know you're going to win the league title? There's no challenge there. That's why the WSL, at the moment, is the best league in women's football. You could argue maybe, obviously the NWSL, but they work differently over there. Well,
that's very competitive over there. So maybe so. But I definitely think WSL is the most competitive league in Europe.
Yeah, if we're running, because they run calendar year, don't they, NWSL?
Yeah.
So obviously...
Annually.
Yeah, annually, that's the one, not calendar year. Obviously, we run seasonally. Is that what they call it?
I don't really know.
Because that would just be like, it happens every summer.
Well, we run the traditional football calendar.
Yeah. So it's hard to compare, but definitely...
Kiara Keating-Loder ball towards Khadija Shaw. Unable to hold on to it, though. But it's basically just due to when our summer and winter is.
Yeah.
So you don't play football in the middle of the summer. Too hot. Here's Shaw.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous.
I think it'd be more ridiculous in America, which is probably the reason they have it the other way around.
I do think Liverpool weathered the storm a little bit since the third goal went in.
Yeah. Satchel, welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. I believe it's your first time here, in which case, welcome to the community. But yeah, not as usually. Chat's very active today. Not as active. I think it's because we aren't watching. A lot of our audience are Chelsea fans, or Arsenal fans. So I presume one of those games we have a lot of people here. But it's still good to see so many people joining in when it's not a game that we have a lot of audience that are interested in.
Tomorrow, going to be a good game. We're going to be live for it. Cannot wait. I'm
very excited. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm so excited. I'm going to be so tired on stream tomorrow. It's going to be a terrible broadcast. No. We will be...
sleep like a baby.
Okay. But yeah, I'm pumped for it. Love the cup final. And I'm optimistic Chelsea should win it. That's actually says Man City is wild this season. Yeah, it feels like for the first time ever, we have a serious competitor to Chelsea. Because was Mark Skinner ever a serious competitor to Chelsea's dominance?
Maybe,
City have passed Liverpool the ball in City's third at least 3 times this game, and Liverpool still not scored a goal. It's just so frustrating. And that's a lovely flick from Lauren Hemp. Unfortunately, Shaw not able to pick it up and continue the good move. And then Kobe Visto worked hard to get to the ball. Results in nothing.
Are you a City fan, Sachelo, or Chelsea fan, or anyone?
Or neutral, yeah. Who do you support, basically? Sachelo is what Harry's getting to. Riley Taylor says, right, who is ready for the Euro 2025 qualifiers? Yeah, next week is an international break. Unfortunately, we can't stream the Ireland game on the Tuesday, but we are live for the Sweden match. So, yeah, that's arguably the more interesting game, I would say.
A lot of tough games. It's a very tough group to get out of. We can't afford any slip-ups. Yeah,
obviously, we can get knocked out of the group and still go through, but we want to be going through the group, really.
Where do you think clubs stand on that? Because for England, they're going to want to start their best players. But I think for clubs, especially Chelsea and City, Gareth Taylor, like Emma Hayes doesn't want Lauren James to play 180 minutes.
I was going to say,
Gareth Taylor doesn't want Lauren Hemp to do the same.
I think it's really poorly situated in the schedule.
Because we had the friendlies earlier this year, didn't we?
We've still got another international break. We've got one...
Ridiculous.
When's the next one?
Absolutely ridiculous.
We've got one June, July sort of. We've got one.
When City run the ball at heart of the pitch, Shaw gives it to Coombs,
Nagano.
Good defender from Clark in the end there actually, and Nagano's going to bring it forward for Liverpool, who have got a little bit of space to use, and there's plenty of options. That's a good ball out wide to Kiernan. The touch is okay, but this was by Kasperai. Falls back to Kiernan, who's going to lose the ball, and Fowler is going to see it out in this corner.
We have another one right at the end of the WSL season. So 4 days after the Champions League... No, 6 days after the Champions League final, there was an international break. So how are England going to field any of their Chelsea players if Chelsea get there?
Yeah.
Then we've got another one in the middle of July. So the players can't go on holiday this summer.
They can't just come back.
It's obviously August time because the season doesn't start to the end of September, I think. But still, like they've got to go and play that. I don't get why we've decided to go for this really convoluted qualification system where we've got to play like so many different rounds. Like so, we've got this initial group stage thing, and then and then the top 2 I think go through, but then the bottom 2 in all of these Group A qualification groups can play.
It's not the usual system.
No. Have you not seen this?
No.
So the top 2 in each of the A groups go through. The third place team in each A group still has a chance to go through the playoffs, where they play against anyone in Group B and C, I think. So Group B, the top 3 sides go through to some playoff rounds. And then in Group C, the top side and some of the second sides go through. Just do a normal qualification process. I get that you want competitive games, but how
does it go from range block now?
You're screwing over some of the high coefficient teams just for this weird system.
Okay, so I hope England top it and don't have to fuck around with any of that shit.
Yeah, exactly. If we just did a normal system where I know it'd be more games in the group, but it wouldn't matter as much. We'd be able to rotate a little bit more, but because there's such high importance, it's frustrating to me, really. Because it's not like it's going to end the group stage sooner. If anything, it's going to take longer to qualify for a tournament. No one cares about the qualification. We just want to get there.
Yeah.
But anyway. Isabel says I'll be staying up for a few of those. England, Sweden, going to be good. Jessica says not England again, lol. Yeah, that's the problem.
Right, it's women's side.
Well, I was going to say, when following the men's and the women's game, you end up watching so many international breaks. But equally, when there is an international break, at least you've got the other one. Whichever one's not on an international break to enjoy. Koi Viste. Because I hate international breaks. Don't get me wrong, I like watching international tournaments. They're incredible. I think that's the best time of year. But international breaks,
you can't watch any other games apart from England.
If you're in Europe, you can just go on via play and watch whatever you want. But yeah. Isabel says, I think I'll be going for England in the Euros, although Spain will be very dominant. Spain are going to be very strong. I'll, of course, be backing England, 100%. They could be the worst team at the tournament, and I would back them.
Here comes short. Going to look left there.
Great challenge.
Didn't actually release the ball.
Bonner in there. And now Liverpool look to come forwards. 4 minutes left of this half. Koivisto driving that ball forwards. Here's Hobinger towards Haug. Is she going to get there? She won't. Keating will come out and just knock it out for a throw. Yeah. Keating's very good.
Where does she stand for England?
In the goal, hopefully. You don't want to play left back.
I know, but obviously you feel like 2025 will be Ajax's last?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant literally stand. I think, yeah, probably.
But equally, come a year, will Hannah Hampton not be the best goalkeeper in the world?
Well, that's the big debate at the moment. Is it Hampton or Keating that will be in that role? It's impossible to say. But
I mean, obviously Emma Hayes came out and said that she thinks Hannah Hampton has the potential to be the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
I'll be honest, even as a Chelsea fan, I think Keating's a slightly better goalkeeper right now. That could change, but I think Keating's possibly the best goalkeeper I've ever seen.
One thing Hampton has and Keating doesn't have is obviously this season's very different, but maybe that inexperience. I think she's matured incredibly across this season, but definitely towards the start this year, we saw a couple errors.
Yeah, fair enough. And my other comment would be, I think if Earp doesn't leave United this summer, I think a Euro 25 spot is under question.
Because United are crap.
Because she doesn't look good playing for United.
No, because you can't. You can put any goal.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't think United are great. They're tomorrow, aren't they, against Brighton? Or West Ham? No, Brighton.
I think it is Brighton, yeah. So, that's an interesting one.
It's West Ham, Tottenham. No, it's not. It's West Ham.
I'll just look rather than up there guessing for a while.
Yeah. 2 minutes till the half then. And since the 8-minute flurry of City goals, nothing happened.
They're not playing either West Ham or Brighton, and Tottenham aren't in action. It's Man United Everton, and West Ham play Brighton.
Obviously, Steph Houghton as well, cut her on the bench. And
that's her retirement
in the midweek. Yeah. What a player, what a career. A real player who kind of was one of the pioneers, I
gonna
suppose,
say,
when women's football really took off a few years back.
Yeah, I think in that she's too late for the Lionesses phase. But if you'd asked me 10 years ago, not 10 years ago, that's a bit long, 6 years ago, to name an England women player, she would have been that first, maybe the only one I could have named.
Alex Scott. I'm going to name two, I win.
Oh, well done.
But no,
10-year-old you would be well proud right now.
It was Scott at Arsenal, Houghton at City, and Kerr Carney at Chelsea.
Yeah.
And they were the kind of three real leaders, I suppose.
Yeah. Anyway, Sissy with a throw-in on the near side, Alexandri.
The problem is, this is what we said when Chelsea were 3-0 up at Arsenal at half-time, is what can Liverpool possibly do to recover this?
Well, that's the thing, though. The weird situation is, because City need goals, they have to keep pushing. But for Liverpool, there's no emphasis, so what's stopping City just nailing them here and get another 3 in the second half?
I think
Speaking
City,
of three additional minutes.
I think City can still get a couple here without really going for it.
Yeah. Not risking much.
Yeah.
Sharor Scott, apologies because I butchered your name there, but welcome to the stream, Scott. So sorry. Sharor, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Says, come on, Khadija, we need 2 more goals and assists. Yeah, it would. If City could put a couple more past Liverpool, they put themselves in a really good position in terms of goal difference. So, yeah.
So the moment there'll be 1 in it with City 1.1 goal ahead of Chelsea, but as we know, Chelsea have that ability to just score goals.
Yeah, Ryder Taylor says, catch you later. I'm off to see Grantham Town in the Northern Premier League. Nice, enjoy the game. Satchelo says, England needs Man United at higher level than this season, I think, for the league. What, in the WSL? Yeah, well, a 4-team title race would be incredible. I think at the moment the 3-team one works so well because we only have 3 Champions League spots.
Yeah.
A 4-team title race, it would be a bit like, well, we've got 4 really good teams here, and one of them's got to miss out on Europe.
That's a good
Rachel Law's flapping at that, though.
Hemp trying to loop it. It looked more like a cross, but actually he looped into the back of the net.
But United are in a really good position because I don't think it's too long until that 4th place it will become Europe next season, won't it?
Because
there are definitely teams breathing down their neck.
Become Europe next year.
Because of the Europa League. So in 2025 we will see the inaugural season of the Women's Europa League plus the expansion of the UEFA Champions League. So that's a really exciting time because it's a whole new European competition, which gives motivation for teams like Liverpool to invest now. I think the standard of itself, they can't just be happy where they are because they could push
United need eyes forward, but they have to be checking their shoulders because you have got, I think, Liverpool can give them a good fight.
I'd argue Tottenham
are on the rise. Villa will come back swinging, I hope, because they are a really good side in their day. They were really good last year. This year has not been great. Kennedy gets fortunate there, nearly losing the ball.
I think Tottenham with another summer window and Villa having a whole year in charge, that's a really frightening prospect. I mean, the fact they beat Arsenal this season, the fact they've challenged some of the bigger teams in the league, it's proven they are there. They've still had those really damning losses, like the fact they lost 6-0 to City.
Yeah, they flipped that and beat City.
Well, they beat them in the FA Cup, so I think there are some really positive signs there at Tottenham. I think they're the team I'd pick to actually get that 4th spot next season, I think, if that is Europa League. This season, I think it's just out of their reach. Liverpool and United have been slightly too strong. Liverpool so consistent this season, beating those smaller sides. United not so, but they are a good team. They've not been consistent by any means. But United, I'd agree that United have been very bad this season.
Even if United's squad have enough, I don't think Skinner does. I don't think Skinner has the bottle to be in a title fight. He'd lose it.
Yeah, I'd agree. Just said I said City would win 5-0. Lol. Yeah, that seems to be coming true. But that is half time here at Prenton Park. Liverpool have been absolutely battered in that first half. It's Liverpool 0, Manchester City 3. I don't think that the scoreline suggests they've had the worst half ever, but the manner in which they went from 0-0 in the 15th minute to 3-0 down by 25 was really damning for Liverpool.
And that is the thing that will be really frustrating, is if you take those 10 minutes out of the half, it's 0-0, because for the first...
They've been the better bloody team.
For the first 15 minutes, exactly, Liverpool had 65% of the ball, City couldn't get out of their half, And we were sitting here going, wow, Liverpool are putting this City side under pressure.
Yeah.
Then, against the run of play, a really good bit of 3 passes, City went from the edge of their area to scoring.
Well, one Yui Hasegawa turn and they'd opened Liverpool up.
Hasegawa turned, laid it into Shaw. Shaw then played the ball across the pitch to Fowler, who laid it into Park, who then had the shot, which was saved and then fell to Hemp. But the way they went from back to front so quickly is really impressive. However, it's so poor on Liverpool, the fact that they just stood there and let it happen.
Yeah.
And that was really poor. And then from there, I don't know what happened. They, just fell apart.
Yeah.
They crumbled.
It felt like once that went in, Liverpool's discipline really faltered because both the goals after that came as a consequence of Gemma Bonner deciding to push up onto a player.
Yeah.
And then that player taking the ball past
Rachel,
her and scoring a goal.
Don't know what Rachel Law's doing for any of the goals. The first one she should have claimed. The second one, she didn't even try to save. And the third one, she just booted up in the air.
Yeah.
Really poor. No one at the back for Liverpool there took control and went, hang on a minute, let's stop this. Let's just relax. Should have done it after the first one. And after the second one, someone has to take control. And it took until the third goal where City probably took their foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah.
And Liverpool realised we need to wake up, not we're going to get absolutely tanked.
And they've looked a little better since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, as Shallow says, do you think Hemp will stay at City? I think this will come down massively to how they get on this season. I think if they are in the Champions League for next season, she will stay. And if they're not, then I think she'll go to Barcelona or PSG. But the issue for City is, well, for Hemp is she wants to be playing Champions League, she wants to be winning Champions League, she wants to be winning titles. If they don't win the title this year, and if they don't therefore qualify automatically for the Champions League, I think Hemp will jump ship.
Yeah.
She's 23. She's still, even if the move she makes now was to go wrong, she's still got time to rectify in her career. You know, it's not the worst thing if it doesn't go to plan. She's gonna have suitors. Every club in the NWSL will take her, and you know that would be a good opportunity. Barcelona are reportedly interested, which does open the question mark about Sao Paulo. Do Chelsea just throw everything at her? Yes, and then you've got, I think, obviously PSG and probably Lyon, and then you've got the Bundesliga as well. I think that you'd say that Bayern Munich were very interested. Wolfsburg was very interested. Not that Wolfsburg really seem to have that appeal at the moment because they seem to be losing all their best talent to Bayern. So, yeah, I personally think Hemp won't stay. I think Hemp will probably move on this summer, which for City is a big blow. I think that's she's proven today by that opening goal.
Yeah.
She's such a crucial player for City. Now, she's not irreplaceable, though. And with players like Delphine Cascarino available on the market this summer, I think if City are really serious, they will go and look at a Sophia Smith or a Trinity Rodman. They've also got players in their squad they can afford more minutes to, like Mary Fowler, Jess Park, Laura Blinkilder. So it's not a terrible situation for Man City if they lose Lauren Hemp. And that could explain why we're not seeing a renewal, is that City maybe just don't want to spend that much money. If Hemp is demanding a high contract because she's got options from Barcelona and the NWSL, who will pay her a lot of money in PSG, then what is the motivation for Hemp to stay at City? And what is the motivation for City to rise to that, the finances there? Well, why?
It does make sense for City in a way, because as you say, if City did go get someone of the quality of Rodman or Smith, then at that point, especially with Chelsea not having Emma Hayes, I would sit there and go City win the league.
City are putting themselves in a very good position.
Yeah. I think Lauren Hemp is an absolutely phenomenal footballer. She's their second best player, bar Keegan Shaw.
But does Sophia Smith set them up better for the future?
Exactly. There are better players out there than Lauren Hemp, and that is a mental thing to say, but they're definitely.
But at 23, it's not impossible that she develops even more for Lauren Hemp. But
she's so young.
Well, Smith is, 19, 20, so arguably.
If Hemp leaves now, though, would there ever be an opportunity for her to return back to the WSL?
Oh, yeah, definitely. She's only 23. Even if she spent, 10 years at Barcelona, she could come back at 33. And while she might not be on the pace of the game 100%, she could get
one last dance.
She'd have a move somewhere waiting for her. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. And Sacho makes a good point saying Barcelona will maybe lose Mariona. So, yeah, good point. Caldente rumoured with moves away from Barca. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if she went to the US and linked up with Geraldes at Washington Spirit. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. So, yeah, Spirit keen to get back to winning ways. Obviously, they were title winners 2 years in a row. I think either last season or the last 2 seasons, they haven't won the title and they haven't been great. So bringing Geraldes to restore themselves, really. Take them back to the lofty heights where they belong. But yeah, and Joe Bird was saying, I think Chloe Kelly may go now. That is another interesting conversation to have as well with this City attack, because they all get pulled apart. I think Shaw is guaranteed to stay. Yeah. I don't know if there's really a realistic opportunity of her leaving, unless someone bid a couple mil.
And the other thing for sure is, if City win the league this year, what more does she have to get out of the WSL? Because City won't win the Champions League.
Well, why not? That'll be the motivating factor, won't it?
I mean,
can she take them to Champions League glory one day?
The problem is, it's a conversation that hasn't been had because
they've not been in it. Exactly.
Like
City
last year,
City should have been in the Champions League this season.
And that's the thing. And honestly,
but they weren't even top 3.
Then you start to question Gareth Taylor, and does he have it in him? Is he a Champions League winning manager?
But this team is different to what we've seen in recent seasons.
Yeah.
I think if they were in qualification this year, they'd have got there. The issue for the WSL is the 2 sides that were there were Arsenal, and they are bottle jobs, and United, and they aren't very good. United got pulled apart, and they've lost their best players.
United aren't great, and they got PSG, to be fair to them.
It's a difficult time.
Arsenal, to lose on penalties to Paris FC, that was poor. That was really poor. And I think, even though I know Arsenal win the title fight for the majority of this year, and they obviously in the Conti Cup final, that set the tone for their season. That was pretty poor from them. And that's it. City, though, I think it's a lot of interesting conversations to be had in the next few years. But obviously, in terms of how good are they, are certain players good enough to do things? Is Garrett because this year, think about it, if they don't win the league, this side goes trophyless. And for me, in a similar position to Arsenal, a team of that quality to go trophyless is not good enough.
I think though you could possibly. I think if you're questioning whether Gareth Taylor should go, I think the mitigating circumstance there is that they are pushing for
I
caveat
that with I think if they go trophyless because they lose the league on goal difference, you can probably let them off on that one because that is a joke.
Yeah, exactly. I think as given next season as well, I think it's pretty much guaranteed now they will be in the UWCL. So obviously they've got to get through the qualification, but they shouldn't have any issues with that.
This is going to sound bad from me though. In terms of the league title this year, I hope one of the sides drop points. I don't want to see the title go down to who scored the most goals, because that's a really bad way to decide a title, and that will just show it is so hard when 2 teams deserve a title so much. Both these sides, and I think it is I would be intrigued to see how City will do next year in the UWCL.
Just says, in response to, I think Chloe Kelly may go now, saying, I would take her at Chelsea, but it won't happen. Really? I don't think I would.
I don't think she's good.
I think Kelly's a good footballer, very good footballer, so I'm not doubting that for a second, but I don't rate her as highly as a lot of people do.
I think she's a good player. I think she's a very good player. Do I think she rode off those 2021
that was what
Euros
I was about to say,
2022? 2022 Euros. A little, I think so, because, to be honest, if she hadn't scored the winning goal in the final, I think her Euros performance is lower than it was.
Yeah, but she's got that iconic picture and moment, and that seems to have propelled her, especially in the public eye, into a position that she is considered to be much better than
she did it again in the World Cup, where she scored the winning penalty against Nigeria. She's a very good footballer, but she's also a very big game player.
No, I don't doubt that left wing is a potential position of weakness for Chelsea. I love Gura Wrighton, but she's not been very good this season, and actually bringing in someone that can compete with her, because we've got Aggie that's really close to, that's competing with Canaride and pushing Canaride to be better. I'd like to bring in someone on that left flank, maybe even Sophia Smith. But there's that. The problem is,
so that says to Gura,
does that just displace Gura Wrighton? Does it have to be someone younger that's going to just challenge her? I mean, if it's Linda Caicedo, maybe we just say sorry, Guro, about your feelings and all that. But it's Linda Caicedo. We've spent £1 million. You're going to have to rotate.
But I think for the if the WSL, I think if Chelsea hit the ground running with their new manager, Arsenal get their shit together, United get a kick up the arse. That's a four-way fight for your title. UWCL wise, obviously Barca, Lyon will be up there next year. PSG, I'd expect to bring again.
Yeah.
Obviously Chelsea will still be up there again if they hit the ground
The
running.
interesting thing with Chelsea, I think, in WSL next season, is that if you were to compare to the men's game for just a moment, and you think about managers like Sir Alex Ferguson and Klopp, we can't really compare in the women's game because we don't have those dynasty managers. Well, I guess the best example would be the US.
Yeah.
Is that when those managers leave, it tends to be that's the end of the reign. That's the end of that squad cycle. But what Hayes has done really well, and actually you've got to commend her for this a lot, even if you're not a Chelsea fan, is that she's left in a position where Chelsea's squad is so strong, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to lose a lot of leadership with Anne-Katrine Berger going, with Jess Carter going, with Mary Mioda going this summer, or potentially, and Frank Kirby maybe as well. But the fact you're still going to have the core leadership squad of Bright and Kerr in there, Erin Cuthbert, you're still going to have Lauren James, who's one of the best prospects in world football right now. I make a very strong argument she is going to be the best footballer in the world. I think that she's leaving a Chelsea squad that is in the strongest position. She's not leaving Chelsea in a position of weakness. So even if the manager that comes in next isn't a perfect fit, Chelsea will still compete on all fronts because it's a good enough squad.
And this is why I'm excited for the future. I think with the women's football, the WSL, is that Chelsea is a squad for the future. It's a young squad that will compete for years.
But there's still won 4 consecutive titles. That's the crazy thing, isn't it?
It's City, again, it's a young squad that will compete for years in the future.
Yeah.
Arsenal are still a relatively young squad that will compete in the future. The future of WSL is in very, very good hands in terms of that bit, there being a fight, there being a challenge. And I think that title fight and the competitiveness of the league is only going to get better.
Yeah.
It's outside the WSL, which I think is the interesting bit.
Yeah, I don't think those other leagues are developing at the same rate. And with Nuco coming in, do we risk coming into a situation like right now in the men's game, where the Premier League has put themselves in such a strong position through commercial revenue, through that very smart and intelligent way of setting up the league, that they create what is sort of a monopoly on football? Because but my biggest argument would be that the NWSL completely, like, while Liga F and the Frauen Bundesliga aren't maybe doing as much as they should, I think the NWSL is going to be a real rival to the WSL in that market.
Yeah.
Joe Bedwell says Smith has just signed a new contract in the NWSL. So negate what we've just been saying. Thank you for letting us know, Joe, because I'll be honest, I don't keep up a lot with the NWSL, so wasn't aware of that. Isabel says, I don't think Kelly would suit Chelsea as much as others do. I agree. I just don't think Kelly would add anything to that Chelsea team particularly. And so Charlo says, I really think they can knock Barcelona out in the semis. I'm serious. I do as well. I went to the semis last season. I obviously watched the leg at the new camp.
Yeah.
We weren't that far off Barca. If anything, we were better in that first leg. As Emma Hayes said at the time, the better side lost that day. I think in that first leg in particular, the better side lost that day, and then obviously a draw away. But for me, we are a better side 12 months on, and Barca obviously now they've got Putellas back fit, but they've stagnated. So Chelsea have got better, and they were pretty much level with Barca last year. So for me, that indicates they're going to be very close in this game. It's good, and Chelsea, if anything, might have the slight edge.
And I'll see. We'll get a second half about to kick off as a trip change to Liverpool, but just quickly, I think this year it is written in stars for it to be Chelsea's win. It's obviously.
Do you know Seattle? It just seems to be coming together, doesn't it? Nicely.
It is perfect, and Chelsea have not been stronger. And for me, if Chelsea don't win it this year, you start the question: when will they win?
Imagine if just come away with nothing.
Yeah.
And Missy Kearns, Lawley, and Taylor Hines, I believe. Yeah. The 3 changes.
So clearly, Matt Beard not happy with what he saw in that first half. Understandably so. City, it is about getting the result across the line, getting a few more goals in. It is Kearns, Hines, and Lawley for Hobinger, Parry, and Bonner, which is a change of system. I was going to say change.
4-3-3.
Yeah.
So Liverpool are perhaps going for this a little bit more.
Lawley will take one lit wing, Keenan with the other, Howard through the middle.
That would be my best guess. But it could be Keenan through the middle because he's going to head things. But
your midfield 3 stays the same of Holland, Nagano, and Kearns, who's just come on, and then you're back for Hines,
Fisk, Clark,
and
Koivisto.
Yeah, that's the one.
Isabella says, to be fair, Barca in the last 20 minutes in the most recent UWCL game were very poor by their standards.
This is the other thing.
Equally, they were through by that
They
point.
were.
So I wouldn't be
Chelsea
too
were
worried.
brilliant, but Lyon were pushed all the way by Benfica. Barcelona were pushed by Bran.
Yeah, very underway in the second half, by the way.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back to City. Knock it back and run away in this game. I agree. I also think that Lyon are finalists now.
PSG not as good this year.
PSG are a good team, but they're not as good as Lyon. So for me, that is a fairly obvious final. But you never know. Maybe Grace Goyora will be able to drive them forwards. But I mean, losing your best player, PSG, and Kadiditiao Diani to your rivals Lyon, that mudded them.
Yeah.
Put them in a position now where they're just not as strong as them. But yeah. Isabel says, if Barca play like that against Chelsea, we'll take advantage of them, no problem. Yeah, but I don't see them taking their foot off the gas in the same way that they did in that game, unfortunately, Isabella. But we'll see. I do think Chelsea will be competitive with them in that same final. I think if my bold take is if we get to the final, I know Sonia Bonpastor is a brilliant, brilliant coach. And maybe I'll manage next season. But I think Chelsea will have the measure early on. We did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, was it last season we played them in the quarters? Yeah. So I don't see what stops us.
Yeah.
If we beat Barcelona, I think we will win it this year.
Fair enough. Speaking of taking the foot off the gas, do you expect City to relax now, or do you think they'll go?
Well, they've got the motivation to get goals here, and they've got the knowledge that Liverpool aren't great at the backs. So I feel like it's the kind of game that they can go for it.
Yeah.
Sacholo asks, guys, Kelly will go or not to PSG. That is an option for Chloe Kelly, isn't it? PSG looking to strengthen their ranks after losing Diani last summer.
Imagine PSG bought in both Hemp and Kelly. And that's suddenly
well, exactly, yeah. And PSG,
Bonpastor goes.
If there's any team in the world that can offer money to people that beats City,
PSG
it's PSG.
Has got to get it right, because if Chelsea do take Sonia Bonpastor from Lyon, don't know what Kennedy's doing, by the way. How she got away with that, I don't know.
And Lyon have they've got a defender leaving, I think, and Cascarino.
Cascarino could be going.
Hegerberg out of contract this summer. Probably going NWSL, I'd say.
If we talk about Barca, Chelsea, City, all of those sides being young sides, Lyon, I know they've got quite a young side.
Lyon are aged. They've lost Macari, they've lost Buchanan, and I love Wendy Renard, but she is going to have to stop playing football at some point.
She'll be 57 and still, still winning Champions League and playing for France.
That's the game as we pause every 2 minutes for her to reattach her knee, and then she's good to go again.
She's got metal hips.
Joe makes a great point, by the way, saying Lyon can't sleep on Chewinga. Yeah, Tabitha Chewinga looks incredible at the moment. I think she's one of the players I would tip to be the next £1 million, or the first £1 million transfer.
I'm cheesy that's going to be.
Well, I think it'll be either her, Caicedo. I would have said Oberdorf, but that was so cheap, the move that they've already agreed. I think, she only had a year left on her contract, but so cheap.
Just on Caicedo, she has to leave Real Madrid because they're not very good.
They're not. And Real this summer are going to get rinsed because they're losing Andres, they're losing Abelera, and they're losing Haley Raso.
If they lose Caicedo as well, they might as well. The Liga F, they might as well give the title to Barcelona.
First day. And then you look at their competition, you've got Madrid, who lost Kundananji, so they've now got no striker. You've got Levante, who lost Mayra Ramirez, so they haven't got a striker. And you've got a Barca team there who are already incredible. Yes, they're losing Geraldes. Does that matter as much? Probably not. I think Geraldes is a very, very good coach, probably the best in the women's game right now. But if she stays...
They'll lose Puteas as well. So...
Well, will they? Maybe. Will she just renew her contract?
I hope not, because that's really
I think she's going NWSL.
That's a ball through from Fowler away into Castro, wins a corner.
I think she'll go NWSL.
Yeah.
And then it will be whether Bonmati stays, because she's got a year left on her deal. So there's definitely an option there for someone to go swoop in, possibly NWSL again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Isabel says City will pick up some serious goals here. Yeah, they've got a corner now, which looks threatening. Chewinga came from Inter, I think. Yeah, she was there. I think was it a permanent to PSG or is it a loan? I think it's a permanent, but I'm not sure. She was at Inter before. Ball in. Sure, and let's a goal. Liverpool 0, Manchester City 4. No, City take off here. And, well, Liverpool really sinking without anything in this game. They look so strong in the first 15 minutes, but now City are strutting their stuff. It's another for sure. It's another for City, 4-0, and they are just ramping up that goal difference. It's ticking up, and it's making it even more difficult for Chelsea to retain the title.
Yeah, it's really poor again from Liverpool. It's a really good corner put in by Fowler. You mark Khadija Shaw at a corner.
They've got two players on her, and she still wins the header. Look at this.
Yeah, Hines and Fisk both with her, both jump, and she still beats her in the air.
Just nudge her. Just give her something to see she doesn't just head it in.
Done star jumps. It's a mess for Liverpool at the moment. City are going to run rampant in this second half. It's only taken 4 minutes. It's another assist for Mary Fowler.
Also,
it's a 19th goal for Khadija Shaw. That is in 18 games.
There's only 22 games in the season. She's got to get 3 more goals to average a goal a game this season, which is ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Law's there. That is more than close enough for her to come out and grab it. You've got to be brave as a goalkeeper. And if she goes for it and misses it, more than likely she'll be fouled, or will have deterred Khadija Shaw from just heading it in the back of the net like nobody's there.
Or if she misses it, we move on.
Yeah. Well, we probably don't. We probably
Slag
go, hang on. Rachel Law would have missed that then. But, yeah, I don't know. Liverpool today haven't been as good as they have been all season.
And that pass, Hines to Lawless, is not good enough.
Chelsea fan, ever the optimist, saying Barcelona will win Champions League. Nice to know you believe in us, Chelsea fan.
I mean, I did think there was a golden boot race going on.
Then James hasn't really scored recently in the league, I don't think.
Well.
And Lee Turland stopped just banging
13 for James, 12 for Turland is really strong.
They have respectable counts.
19.
When you consider that Shaw and Daly only got 16 each, I think.
But equally, also, you can caveat that with, obviously, Lauren James being rested by Chelsea. She didn't play the West Ham game.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. O'Connors has just cleared the ball for City. That shot, not a great effort.
But that's the thing. Obviously, Shaw hasn't missed a game this year, I don't think. Whereas Chelsea are resting Shaw. They're resting Lauren James. If Chelsea are keeping Shaw, what would be the point? But yeah, and Shaw dropping into midfield here to help pick up the ball and release it to Jess Park. Jess Park, another really good game today. I think she's a very good player, and England are very lucky to have her. Because Shaw has spun Clark. She's in behind all.
The ball there, just not keeping with her.
But that was easy for her. She just brought the ball round, used her body to spin round Clark, who basically didn't put up a fight.
Yeah.
Liverpool doing City a solid here. Better football though from the Reds here as Lawless gets on the ball, but she's been dispossessed and Hasegawa knocks it to Park, who gives it to Coombs. City pushing forward again. Another good game from Mary Fowler as well today.
Yeah, so Charlo points out, by the way, Leon have many youngsters already in their group. Yeah, a lot of the defence is quite young, but their attack, other than Beko and midfield, and their goalkeeper's 32, but in their squad they've got 6 players over the age of 28 in their starting 11, most recent starting 11. You consider Hegerberg as well didn't start that game. Yes, they've got young players, Leon, but they've not been bedded in quite as much.
Yeah, if you can get a couple of years out of
the defence has been. But obviously, Wendy Renard didn't play last game. She would still play Champions League games.
She's knackered, probably.
From the Champions League.
Yeah.
In the week. But yeah. Isabel says, opinions on Caroline Graham-Hansen. She's deleted the message now.
Oh.
But I think she's very, very good. 25 games, sorry. I think that's had 50 contributions in 50 games and now 25 games.
Isabella refers to herself as psychic, saying that City will pick up some goals. I think anyone could have told you that.
Yeah.
But no, you are psychic.
I hope I'm wrong though, says Chelsea fan. I hope you're wrong too. Khadija Shaw. No, I thought it was Khadija Shaw in the box. It's Lauren Hemp's had enough. To be fair, get the rotation on now for City.
Yeah. But why? They've got no competitions to rotate for.
The international qualification matches.
Yeah.
Get Hemp off.
Do England are solid.
Need it for Friday, yeah.
Bring Greenwood, Hemp off.
But also it's a chance to get some minutes in.
Get Kelly on.
The bank.
Get who's the young? Someone I can't think of.
Lindkilder?
Yes. Get.
They've got Mace. Ruben Mace, 20-year-old. Get her on. Pritchard, she's 18. Poppy Pritchard.
She's good.
Laura Blindkilder.
And she's also good.
Chloe Kelly.
City are sorted. If they lose Kelly and Hemp, they are Mace.
They're very young.
They are, but I think definitely Pritchard and Blindkilder Brown are 2 very good players. Mace, I think you can also put in that bracket. But yeah.
Isabella says, yeah, I was fixing the stats, so I deleted the comment. Okay, that's right, Isabella.
Anyway, we think Caroline Gray-Hansen is a phenomenal footballer.
Yeah, she's bloody good at football. Slept on a bit as well, because obviously she doesn't win Ballon d'Ors. She doesn't play for a particularly high-ranking nation. She's still, they're still good, Norway.
I thought you said that you had to sleep on the decision of whether she was good or not. Is that what you're not?
I'll tell you tomorrow, but I'm going to have to sleep first.
Let me think about it.
I'm too tired to consider that. 3 on West Ham, by the way.
No, I saw that. What's the point in the league anymore?
Go on, Sister Jared.
Eddie Howe got me sacked.
Oh,
He's got to go. You can't lose 3-1 to West Ham. Right?
good start to FL Challenge as well.
Keating. I think that is maybe one thing Keating also has over Hampton is their distribution. Hampton's a good goal. I think. I don't know. Right? I don't know. I can't decide. I like both of them.
2-1 Leicester.
Oh, that's a huge goal for Leicester. What a win
That would rise them above Villa, no?
Put them
Up in
above Villa.
7th.
And also that would be a huge statement. Kirk's out the door, new management, get a win across the line.
I don't know who scored yet. My prediction is just around Thaler.
Here's Lauren Hemp running at Coy Visto. Good defending in the end, to be fair. And now here comes Kiernan. Tries to release through Howe, who didn't run towards the ball, and Greenwood will sweep up.
Why hasn't it worked for Sophie Howe this season?
I don't know. It's just one of those. First season, she's adjusting. I think next season could be a better year for her.
Yeah. But it's quite interesting because obviously she played for a very good Roma side before this and was a good footballer. So it's not like Liverpool have bought a fraud, but she's not adapted to the WSL really.
No.
Still no idea who scored for Leicester.
Looking at those remaining fixtures for City, then West Ham at home should be pretty comfortable. Bristol City away again should be comfortable, and then it's Arsenal at home on May the 5th, which could decide the title. And then Villa away on the final day on May 18th. Villa away is not a nice one on the last day. Arsenal at home is the biggest game of the season. Their season.
Yeah, I still feel Arsenal could win that.
Yeah, we so eyed about. Once they're out of the title race, to go and beat City.
Yeah, knee sliding around the Emirates. Yeah. Is it at home or away?
Home.
For who?
Fourth at City at home.
Oh, okay.
Fourth change for Liverpool. Kieran's going to come off.
They've got one sub left and there's 33 minutes to go. You know that you're just throwing on changes for the sake of it. Mere end to be on. I'd have probably brought off Howe rather than Kiernan because Kiernan's been had a bit of presence up there at least.
Definitely.
Isabella saying, I've seen a lot of people say she could be a band or nominee in talking about Caroline Graham-Hansen. Yeah, I think that this is going to be our best year to win it because there is no international tournaments. Yeah. So while normally Norway aren't going to be really competing at the sharp end, so you'd think Spain players are going to have a real good chance, English players. This season, though, this year, there is no international tournament, so it's a really good opportunity for someone like Caroline Graham-Hansen coming from a nation that don't compete.
Yeah. If Chelsea win the quadruple, it's going to go to a Chelsea player.
It should do, yeah.
And probably Lauren James.
Yeah.
Because he would say like Guro Wrighton, but it's not been her year. Strikers, Chelsea have rotated.
That's the issue. Well, if Kerr was fit, I think this would have been her year.
That's a good effort from Warren.
If that just a bit more on it, would have found that top corner.
Really good effort, but caught by Keating.
Yeah.
Who refuses to be beaten this season.
She has conceded goals.
No, but how many clean sheets is she on there?
Oh, millions.
There are times this season where we doubted City.
Sam Tierney, by the way, for the goal with the goal for Leicester. They've only conceded 11 this season, City.
Incredible.
But equally, they have not kept a clean sheet since they played Chelsea in February. So
I think I was a bit thinking about City this year. I doubted them when they lost to Brighton. I thought, have they got what it takes to challenge for trophies and to challenge at the sharp end of the ISL? But they've proven that they turned that season. That game could define their season. Yeah, but it didn't. Like Arsenal have done this year. Arsenal have lost games that have then gone on to define their West Ham loss. Then defined their season because they went and threw it away after that game.
Keating 7 clean sheets, by the way. But considering Hannah Hampton, by the way, on 5, she's not played that many games.
That also coincides with the fact that Chelsea did not get it. Like conceded a lot of goals at the start of the season.
Hampton's got 5 clean sheets in 8 games.
That's ridiculous.
But then Keating, 7, has played every game this season.
Yeah.
And Hampton's conceded 3 goals in 8 matches. That is ridiculous.
Ball in, it'll be short, going to get cleared by Hines only as far as Fowler.
I need to see more of.
As it goes.
I need to see more Hampton playing, but that is an incredible record. When you consider in that time Chelsea did lose to City 1-0, and they did concede 1 against Arsenal. So there's only 1 goal
also,
conceded to a
big
non-City
thing
Arsenal.
coming up is what is she like in these big games? Conti Cup final tomorrow. How will she fare? Champions League semi-final. FA Cup final potentially. How will Hannah Hampton? Because in the Barca game, in the semi-finals, she's going to have to come up with big saves. In the UCL final, she'll have to make saves. Tomorrow, she's going to have to come up with huge saves. And a change for City. That is Laura Coombs coming off.
I want to point out, by the way, Mary Epps season 6 clean sheets, very good stuff. She also conceded 22 goals, which is double Keating. Very different teams. I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you can justify that.
Coombs off, Blinkilda Brown coming on. Going to go into the middle of the park. As we said earlier, very, very good talent, very phenomenal player. Another player that Villa have lost, just like that. They really do that. They really do add up for Villa. The amount of players they lost last year. In City Park.
That one was in Jan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
After they lost Rord. Satchelo asks if the City Arsenal game is today or tomorrow. That is tomorrow, the men's game. But yeah, and then Chelsea's saying that they were talking about the men's game as well, saying we could go above Newcastle State if we win. When we win, Chelsea fans. Burnley, please.
Burnley at home.
Christ.
Nick Jackson, Nicole Palmer. Let's score some goals. Lineups will be out in 8 minutes. Like those games.
Yeah. Newcastle collapsed.
No other WSL action.
I've got the Brooker in my FL team. So happy. No. Tomorrow we have Man United Everton in the morning. So we'll probably watch that before going live. And it is also West Ham Brighton, yeah.
And obviously the big one, the Conti Cup final, come from the Molineux.
The Molineux.
Give it a cracker. Cannot wait. So excited.
Yeah.
Big stream, big game.
We'll be live from 2:30 tomorrow, 3 o'clock kickoff. Join us for all of the build-up, all of the action throughout the 90 minutes. I am very, very excited. Liverpool free kick now, though. Half an hour sort of playing this one, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. This game is not over yet. But, well, if Bill's at least in the game, in the sense of who's going to come up with a result, it's going to be City. But, obviously, with goal difference still having a huge impact on this season, we could definitely see something happen.
Yeah.
I'll open a window as well.
Yeah, that's
no one doing any noise. We left the heater on because we are idiots.
28 minutes to go. City are in cruise control in this game. They'd probably like 1 or 2 more goals, but I don't think they'll complain with a 4-0 win if it stays 4-0. Well, they put under a bit of pressure there and forced to knock the ball out, but it did take a nick off of a Liverpool player, so that will be a City throw-in. But yeah, it's been really convincing for City. Gareth Taylor will be very, very happy. Because he knows, he believes in this City squad, and City believe they can win this WSL title. And it would be a huge, huge success if they did. And he can finally say he's beaten Emma Hayes. And I'm sure he'd love to do that. So to wake up in the morning and say that he's beaten Emma Hayes in the title race, he would adore that moment.
Ida Val will probably claim it's his win.
Yeah, I helped. I let you beat me on the penultimate day. Long ball.
If he puts Russo in goal for the Arsenal City game, I'm just going to have to start asking questions.
D'Angelo's run down the right. Fowler. Oh, that's a sloppy pass.
Yeah, equally, Russo in goal might be better than Zinsberger, so... yeah, might be a great idea from Ida Val. Anyway. Taylor Hines with the throw-in for Liverpool on the near side. I haven't really seen Hines since coming on. Ball goes down the line though. That's going to bounce. And Kennedy will keep it in play and knock it back. But yeah. Ball goes long. Looking for Hemp. Hemp heads it down. Kept alive by Coombs, but Hemp was offside. Just feel like now City are, well, Liverpool more, but City also just seeing this game out.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Make sure this is a done job. They don't want to concede for pride and for goal difference. But yes, they'd like to score, but equally it is 4-0. And Shaw is now in.
She's onside as well.
Players falling over in her wake. She now falls over. Fowler.
It's like a demolition job whenever she gets on the ball. Barreling people over, but like not like barreling them, mate. Like not just knocking them over like bowling.
A bit like Ramirez, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the issue.
The goal she scored in the Champions League, just bang, get them away. Got places to be.
Yeah.
It is very much like that. Oh, I need to go score a goal now. Move. Everyone move. Excuse me. Coming through. Bang,
I feel like if you're quite a physical player in the women's game, you have such an advantage at the moment.
That's why Millie Bright's such a great centre half for Chelsea.
Yeah, because she doesn't
fall over like
thrown around. Yeah. And obviously, that we'll start to see it even out a little bit. You always have stronger players. You know, you see in the men's game, Erling Haaland could brush Dara O'Shea off the pitch, but like
honestly, I think those two come to contact, he does end up flying down the tunnel or running away. He's gone. He don't even let it happen. Would you expect to see maybe some more changes for City?
I'm surprised they haven't thrown on their 18-year-olds.
Yeah, give Steph Houghton another appearance.
Yeah, why not?
Because she's on 274. Get her to 275 at least.
She's got to get one. Even she'll play the last game of the season, or come on the last game of the season if they're winning.
Caught by Nagano and caught by Keating. Yeah, they will, won't they?
They won't start because they've still got a title to win.
Especially they can put it unless they're away.
If they're out of the title race going into that game, then she'll start. If they've won the title going into that game, she'll start. If they haven't though, I think she'll have to just settle with sole appearance. Yeah. Especially if they are a point behind Chelsea. No chance. But yeah. Isabel says, who do you guys think is the biggest contender for the Ballon d'Or? It very much depends on who wins everything. If Chelsea do the quadruple, it's Lauren James. If Barcelona do whatever, can they do a quadruple? I don't think they've even got enough competitions to. They'll probably invent one. So
then it's Bonmati.
Then it's Aitana Bonmati, it's Caroline Graham-Hansen, it's Alexia Putel. Probably not so much this year, but yeah, it's someone for Barcelona.
Lyon win it.
If Lyon win the Champions League,
I'd be surprised.
I'd be stunned. Yeah.
I honestly think, and this isn't a disrespect to Lyon or PSG, whoever wins that Chelsea Barcelona semi final is the champion, is the winner.
Especially if PSG are in the final.
I don't know how PSG have got here. They got a very nice draw against
because
Harkin.
they beat United.
Yeah. Park, there's that is Brynhilde Brown, and that is very far over. She could have her first Man City goal.
The second place team in the WSL should be beating PSG, in my opinion.
Especially this year's PSG. PSG won, 2-3 years
when they had Diani,
back.
they had a lot of threat.
Maybe so. United were crap. But Brynhilde Brown just gets under that effort, sailing into the away fans.
Yeah.
Laws goes long. Best decision of the day coming in the 67th minute.
But by the way, I think we have got a verdict on when those games are. The Champions League, I think UEFA finally confirmed when they are, because it looks like Chelsea's home leg will be a 4:00 kickoff.
On Saturday or Sunday?
On the Saturday.
Right.
But that is just about doable.
I don't know.
Oh, well, we'll book our travel arrangements at times when we're not live. But yeah. 12:30 in the Estadio Johan Cruyff. Don't think we're going to get to Spain, but yes. As always, we will be live for as much of the Champions League as we can be. Obviously, we do want to go, so to some of the games, if possible. So yeah.
Alexandria Park. City really strutting their stuff.
Even though I'm not sure how accurate that is, because PSG Lyon is also scheduled for the same time on that day, but a different time on the other one. But I don't think they put the two Champions League semi-finals on at the same time, but they might be stupid.
This is better from City.
Casper overlapping.
It's really good from City.
Looking to make something happen. Shaw gets a shot away, but it's blocked, and now Liverpool clear it away.
This is proper. This is exactly how a team in the title race should handle a game. Get the job done early doors in the first
Nothing
half.
Stupid.
See it out in the second, and if they can. 20 minutes ago, they've been superb. City today, really, really impressed.
Yeah. Cheryl says, can't Khadija Shaw one more goal and an assist, and also says Melchi Dumornay is the best attacking midfielder in the world right now.
Ooh.
Great point. Is she at Lyon, right?
Yeah.
And that's someone we forgot. That is a big, a big player we forgot. Yeah, I rate her highly. I think we saw how she pretty much carried Haiti to anything decent in that World Cup. Yeah, I think Melchi Dumonet, very, very good player.
I love that Haiti got there, though. Because of her.
Yeah.
Come on.
Equally, there's not a whole raft of teams from the area, is there? Where is Haiti? What? North America?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember if it was North America or like Oceania.
Well, I think it's
those islands. But
it's in the Caribbean.
When you consider that, I don't know if they get more coefficient teams for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because obviously Canada and the US were there.
They beat Mexico,
but were Mexico there? They weren't, were they?
No.
So that would explain it. They have the same amount of teams. It's just that
USA, Haiti.
Mexico didn't get there.
Jamaica.
No, I didn't. They all qualified. I didn't force them. To Jamaica. They're going too long anyway. Cheryl says Melchi Dumonet will win the Champions League for Lyon.
Oh, that's a shout.
That is a hell of a shout. Would it not be Kadiditiao?
But this is ridiculous to say, though. But I think Lyon are the underdogs.
Yeah, I think 5, 7. Well, how many times have won it? Time winners of the Champions League.
Favourites to win the Champions League.
Yeah, have no chance.
I think it's Barcelona, then Chelsea.
Oh.
No, it's Chelsea and Barcelona.
Yeah, Chelsea, we're going to win it. We've got Aaron Cuthbert.
Here comes more change to
How many Aaron Cuthberts did Barcelona have? None.
I've got 500. Chloe Kelly's going to come on.
I had to walk 500 miles to see Aaron Cuthbert.
Mary Fowler is going to be replaced. Good game from her today.
Yeah. I'm surprised she's the one coming off, but good game for Mary Fowler.
I think Hemp's coming off too. No. Just Fowler.
For Kelly. And Demi Stokes on for Kirsten Kasparai.
Again, surely you wouldn't get the youngsters on now rather than Chloe Kelly. Get Kelly a goal, I guess. A boost.
Chelsea team. Sorry, we're going to do a random interlude now of the men's game, but I do want to see what the Chelsea team is, so apologies for that.
19 minutes to go.
Petro, Gusto Disasi, Badiashile Kukureya, Gallagher and...
Shaw's in, pushes the play to the floor, kicks the ball into Laws' face and wins a corner.
Enzo Casado pivot, Palmer, Gallagher, Mudryk, Jackson. Lovely stuff, love it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Laws is still down here, really brave goalkeeping. That's her best piece of goalkeeping of the day. I mean, again, destruction left in her wake. Clark's on the floor. Shaw goes to dink Laws, smashes Laws in the face.
Everyone's on the floor.
Clark just falls over. Defect. Shaw should probably, because Laws was already on the floor, Shaw should probably take it past her. It's gonna hurt.
Equally, she's kicked her in the face, so instead, Laws might not be alright to continue.
She's taken to the face for a couple of yards out.
Yeah.
And they're going to do all the proper checks.
That's square in the face. It wasn't like just hit the side of it. Just
right.
Ball in face action.
Probably just a bit dazed.
Assistant manager doesn't have an issue. He's just got assistant manager on his jacket. I don't know what his name is.
He works in the mornings.
Yeah.
They got an AM and a PM.
Yeah, or he's an attacking midfielder in his spare time.
Yeah.
Got no others. Solanke benched as well, by the way.
We watched back this tackle from Missy Bo Kearns.
That's not it's not a card. Oh, is she already on a yellow?
No, so they're just showing that she was booked for it.
That makes sense.
Okay, that was a yellow, yes. I thought they were trying to show that she was been sent off.
No.
But no, they just.
I think that I saw the name come up, and when it says miss, I was about to say, "Oh, miss is the next game." Now it's just a name.
Missy. Yeah, still waiting.
How many? Is it 5 yellow cards for a game suspension?
Yeah, but obviously with
I was going to say, how does anyone other than Katie McCabe get that in the WSL? Because there's only 22 matches. Yeah. If you manage to get 10 yellow cards, you're getting a yellow card almost every other game.
So
obviously,
still down here. Just going to check her neck and everything's okay. Yeah.
So Charla says Melchi is born in 2003, so she's very young and needs to improve. Yeah, I think she's a very good prospect, though. And again, she's another one that could fetch $1 million if she was to move. I think she would fetch £1 million. Again, NWSL probably the only realistic opportunity, or a WSL side, I guess. But at Lyon, you're in a really good position. So
Backup keeper is warming up for Liverpool, just in case. I mean, Lordbury had enough of picking the ball out in it.
You got yellow card, sure. It's Missy Bocan's. Middle fielder. Right, who is the backup goalkeeper for Liverpool? Because I don't recognise her. It is Micah. Former City, I want to say. No, former Rosengard and Melbourne City, that's what I meant.
Yes. Brilliant Melbourne City knowledge.
No worries. Tegan Micah, the Australian. I think she might have been at the World Cup.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably.
Law's still sat upright, getting some drinking now. Miles there, I stayed down. I'll ask to come off. Been a rough day at the office either way. An hour it hurt.
Tegan Micah's played 4 WSL games this season.
Yeah, and she
Most
was
notably,
very disappointed to not get on the pitch. And that's a huge goal as Aston Villa equalised.
I was going to say, yeah. Most notably, she played against City in the reverse fixture. They did lose 5-1 that day, but she did play against City already this season.
Not brilliant. But a huge goal for Carla Ward and Aston Villa to level that game up.
Well, 3 changes in 65 minutes. For Goblin in the 76th, I think Carla Ward's going to be calling that a little masterclass because on came Naomi Pacheco, on came Georgia Miller, on came Simone McGill, and goals. It learnt the goal. Probably from Rachel Daly, we'll find out.
Ball in from Kelly, headed away by Clark. She's still standing upright this time because Keith Shaw's not near her. And dispossessed there is Alex Greenwood, and this is Mia Enderby on a charge. 2 on 3.
Can she get a goal? Past Stokes, but the shot is tame.
Yeah.
Isabel says Michael isn't too strong, to be honest. She's our backup for the Matildas. Yeah, 17 appearances for her national side. Yeah, not the greatest goalkeeper.
Good run this for Enderby. Did want to beat Stokes. Shot was
But just poor. Maybe he could have kept going a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Just once she was past Stokes, just keep running. And if you do have a tame shot, you're close to the goal. It might go in.
Yeah.
Brilliant shot from Liverpool, says Isabella.
Best chance of the game, that you have for Liverpool.
Yeah, this has been a poor reflection on Liverpool because I don't think they're this bad. But a 9-1 accurate score in 2 games against City this season is not great.
It's worse than Tottenham's.
And now Chelsea need to. It's Rachel Daly, by the way, with the Villa goal, so hell of a guess from me.
Anyone could have guessed that.
Yeah.
Stokes finds Shaw. Again, everyone is stood upright around her for once. Don't really know what Missy Bocan's trying to do there, and she's brought down.
I don't know what it is about Liverpool because they're 4th in the table, but they've been on the end of some real batterings this season.
Yeah. They seem to capitulate.
5-1 against City in the other leg, 5-1 against Chelsea in their meeting, 4-0 against City today.
No, that's it.
Battery 5 now.
Scores offside.
Well, she scored anyway. She's adding that one to her personal tally. Even if the league won't.
I saw that and I'm sat here.
Like,
Good ball from High. Good ball to Hines. That's not a foul. She fell over.
There was a bit forceful from
Kelly a little bit too eager to win the ball back there. But yeah, really good day. Short. Scores goals for fun, doesn't she? Yeah, miles offside. Didn't want to finish it though, with Lords running at her. Yeah, it's a great finish, to be fair. Not going to count though. 12 minutes now on the clock. Good drive action from Lord, to be fair.
Yeah.
End of it. This is good football from Liverpool.
Lovely turn from Holland. She's going in and out. And the one turn too many has to go. Takes it off her, and then she just goes, no, I'm going to kick her.
At Park, sorry. And that is going to be a yellow card.
Isabella says, I think the fact that Liverpool has been battered by a few teams and is still 4th speaks volumes about Man United. Yeah, I think it certainly does. United have been so inconsistent this season.
That's a red.
Obviously, they've not been able to compete with the top sides in the league, United, this season. But they've also had stupid results against West Ham and others. So
I think Holland's a bit lucky.
Yeah, I think she's very lucky because there's no intent to play the ball, and she has
put her foot on the back
just stamped on her
ankle.
Yeah.
Or calf. That's a red card. So the ref's so close to it, I'm pretty surprised that she's got away with that one. Don't think in the modern day you don't get away with those anymore. That's a Gawa. Demi Stokes. That's my other thing about tomorrow's final. Is obviously VAR is in operation because it's at the Molineux, but it hasn't been used in the rest of the Conti Cup. Oh, I don't know what Liverpool doing.
I think every time you can have VAR, you should.
Coombs, this is good.
I mean, Hayes been calling it for it in the league because, certain, there's an offside goals and stuff that count and don't count. And I think that in any competition where you can, the problem is you can't have it in a league system where half the teams either don't own their stadium, so you can't.
Because Tranmere would be laughing, wouldn't they? They put a VAR in here. Yeah. They're mental. They don't know what they use it for because they can't use it in there.
Well, so they'd have to pay for it, which they can't.
Sure, good to. She wants a goal, and she.
Tranmere can't afford it, so either Liverpool would have to buy it for them, which is not a great investment.
Yeah.
To spend money on someone else's stadium. And there's so many examples of that across the league. It's only really Chelsea and that own their stadium, right?
Yeah.
United?
No, they're at Lacewell Village.
I don't know if they owned that.
No.
Don't know who owns the Lace.
City do.
Oh, right. I thought you could say Joe Barton does.
No,
that's a switch up, isn't it?
Obviously, Arsenal play at Boreham Woods. That's offside there.
Yeah, because City just play at their academies, yeah. They're rich, they can just build stadiums wherever they want.
I'm trying to think if there's any other club. I don't think any other club does own their stadium.
No, Arsenal play a lot of the Emirates, though, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as we see more mega stadiums built, we see some actual, decent stadiums. Also, there's so many grounds that are out of use.
Yeah.
Buy them. Lease them to small clubs. Nagano.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, Tranmere could sell this. I guess owning your own stadium means you can do so much more in terms of naming rights. There's so much opportunity there, isn't there?
Tranmere in the stand.
You'd have to... it's big, isn't it? Yeah. I mean more in the sense they could call it the Ladbrokes.
But I love that saying, Rich. Oh, through ball with the Enderby. As a go, good save from Keating and claimed as well.
Yeah, good stop.
Enderby's done well since he came on.
Added a bit of positivity to that Liverpool front line that was just kicking and heading things and Howard watching.
Yeah, I think it's also how when Dennis Stokes came on, because obviously Dennis Stokes is not of the pace against Enderby. Alexandri finds Kelly. Asagawa City again, just controlling this until the end of the game.
Asagawa is that perfect blend between a hard-working, resilient player and a luxury player.
Yeah.
She at times, she switches it on and off like a tap. At times she will be this rough and aggressive and hard-fighting midfielder, and at others she's pulling off these wonderful turns and picking out scruffy passes. Just such a graceful footballer, but still such a combative defensive midfielder.
I love players like that who just look like they glide across the pitch.
Yeah, it gives you Rodri advantage. In fact, the City side is quite comparable to its men's team, isn't it? You've got Khadija Shaw, who is very similar to Haaland.
Just scores goals and everyone falls over in her way.
Yeah, big, strong, physical, and someone's cutting their lawn. Big, strong, physical, fast, and just scores goals and doesn't do a lot else. But she does score a lot of goals. Sorry, the neighbours coming.
Yeah, not long to go now. Here's Taylor Hines. Goals are good. Right, another. Oh, what a goal! That's an absolute screamer from Hines, cutting it. Brilliant run through the middle of the pitch on her weak foot, 25, 30 yards out, and Keating's not saving that. That is an incredible strike and something for Liverpool to smile about today.
Typical.
What a hit!
That's my new ringtone, by the way. Oh no! What a goal!
I didn't think it had gone in. It didn't look like it had gone in. I thought Keating got a hand to it. I thought she'd saved it.
I mean, that is a big goal in the WSL title race. Not in the sense that it's going to change the result in any way, but that is one less goal Chelsea have to score.
And I mean, no goalkeeper in the world saves that. What a strike. I thought it'd gone wide. Because no one reacted.
Bloody good in that replay there.
What?
It looked really good in the replay. So.
Yeah, what a hit. On a weak foot.
And any goal that makes Harry go, oh. It's a screamer.
It goes short. Hemp cuts it back. Oh, I've got a talk in there.
Khadija Shaw gets it wide to Chloe Kelly. They're looking to rectify that goal difference lost, but now Liverpool get a counter. Can they get a comeback in the last 6 minutes?
Now the differential goes back to City on 37, Chelsea on 36.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Maybe. Good luck.
Nagano looks fine. Ender, can't. Greenwood's get there.
As it stands, it'll be City on 37, Chelsea on 36.
What I said.
I thought we said it the other way around.
Greenwood.
Apologies. Es tut mir leid.
It should be. Greenwood.
All right. Threat.
You know, it's really getting into the good weather when people are getting their lawnmowers.
I was going to say, I can't wait for this during the Euros.
England.
Yeah. Some blokes just stood at a lawn. I also like the ones that have got old lawnmowers and have to fire them up because you hear about 8 different times of them
from Blinkilda.
getting it going.
Hemp puts it in. That's over everyone.
Yeah, that is
I
poor.
thought Kelly might be
I'm also really worried this summer because we've got new neighbours now next door. So if they decide to do some reconstruction work on the house,
what a strike!
that is magnificent. In fact, Keating got a hand to it and it hit.
It's an own goal. Keating saves it onto the post and it hits.
It was almost a magnificent save from Kiara Keating because she touched it onto the
bar,
onto the post and onto the back. Yeah.
So that isn't actually going to go down as a Hines goal, is it? That's probably going to go down as a Keating own goal, which is really disingenuous to the strike.
Yeah. They can play football, says Isabella. Yeah. Taylor scores 2 back-to-back goals against City now. Jamaican roots. Well, not a reggae girl because she is. I can't remember what nationality. No. Yes, I think so. Doesn't get the Dutch team, surprisingly.
Wow.
But,
what a shock. They don't need defenders. They've got Sharon Spitzer. Just stands there and kicks.
And his versus current goal difference is looking all right for Chelsea. Yeah, it's looking really good.
The fact City are winning 4-1 and are still one ahead of Chelsea, only one ahead of Chelsea, which has a game in hand.
Yeah.
City do need to pummel. Bristol City's a big one for City in there. If they can put...
But do Chelsea have City left?
I don't know, but if City can put 6 past Bristol City, that's big.
Chelsea play Bristol City.
Oh, okay, it doesn't matter.
Chelsea have got... they've got so many fixtures in there, I've got to find the WSL ones. Aston Villa at home. Liverpool away.
Nagano does a poor pass.
Bristol City at home.
Kelly.
That could be...
murderous.
3 digits.
Fine, short.
100 goals.
100. Kelly. That's a go.
Saved well.
Yeah.
And then Tottenham away, Man United away. 2 tough games to end the season. And Liverpool and Villa in there. It's a hard run-in for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But there's no Arsenal. So...
yeah, good point. Good point. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting.
yeah.
I still can't call the league. I refuse to. Because I'll get it wrong, whoever I say.
It's Chelsea. And I'm not going to be wrong.
Fair enough.
And by the way, thanks for the subscribers. It's not been loads of growth today, but we have seen... we're up to 570 now, which means 30 more subs tomorrow, and we'll hit 600 before the end of March.
And what a day it'd be to do it tomorrow for the Coddy Guy final. Make sure you're all here. It's been an absolute cracker of a game.
Growth has been incredible, but the fact we started this week on less than 500 and we could end it on 600, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. You guys, the support has been absolutely immense.
And if we can get any more today in the last 2 minutes, it'd be brilliant.
Yeah, we started in November. Next month will be our 6th month. We're not even 6 months in yet.
If we could do 6 months, we'd be on 600. We're averaging 100 a month. It's incredible.
And, well, all statistics will be averaging a bit more than that, I think. Because obviously the first few months started a lot slower.
Yeah, cool.
In 2024, we'll be averaging 200 a month, pretty much.
Which would be incredible. City, that's really good stuff again. Blinkilda Brown's been good to see her get a cameo. She's done well.
And most statistics place us at 1,000 at the end of the season, so that would be incredible. Here comes City, though. Kelly.
Looking to take on Fisk, goes back.
Now we have to monetize this, hopefully, for next season, and then we'll be able to make more content. Because we'll have money. Money makes the world go round. I mean, they can pay Harry for the first time. Here come Liverpool.
Liverpool make a fifth and final change of the game.
He's pumping his fist. He's getting a meal deal, and that's it.
Better than nothing.
That's a goal.
Feed myself once. Joking.
Here comes... yeah, that means put a disclaimer right now.
Kelly. As a go, it's blocked.
I guess the police are watching. The band's not the
Brown
institution.
has sent it again into the away end.
But a minute to go.
Plus additional. We'll have quite a bit of additional because obviously Lord's down for a bit.
And when Liverpool Making another change now, number 57. You'd imagine that is a youngster or someone that Matt Bid really doesn't like. Number 57 is looks fairly young as well. Not sure who this is going to be. Not sure who this is or who's coming off. But it's going to be Cherry Holland coming off. And in her place is Mia Leith. So yeah, big opportunity for the youngster.
Yeah. Ooh.
And welcome Ivan Barrasso Mayo. You right?
Yeah. Just saw Newcastle make 3-3.
Oh, I've just seen that as well. I hope Dubrovka scored it.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, welcome everyone. And Shara saying, parents of Jamaicans, same like Lauren James. Good stat. Anyway, here comes City. That's how to play, and we should receive some information on added time at any moment now, unless they've forgotten. Demi Stokes. Maybe there's none. Maybe they're just thinking we'll put Liverpool out of their misery.
It's because they made it sub before Peter's got to put the board out, hasn't he?
Oi, fourth.
Oh, donut.
5 minutes of additional time.
You didn't forget.
Now we get to use the fun graphic again. We should have a huge one where like a clock comes up and spins around. ASAP, by the way, with an assist. 2 goals and assists for him today.
Wow.
Should have brought him in FPL.
Yeah.
I have him on the FPL challenge, so I'm killing that because I've got Bowen who's got a goal and assist, and I've got Isak who's got 2 goals and assists. So
Maybe you did that for your real team.
maybe if I had a free hit every week, I'd win.
Just click up. We'll check the details. But does anyone know click up? Does it go to extra time or does it go straight to penalties?
Sure, it goes extra time. It's a cup final.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I'll ring them up and complain. I think we looked last time at the semi stage and we knew, and it went extra time. Yeah. How you find this Arsenal team? Says Sacholo. I think they are a team with a lot of quality, but I think the squad's been composed really badly.
And the manager's a bottle job.
And I think I'd have had a good enough coach, but I think he becomes too embroiled in the sort of arguments and debating side of the manager and not enough on the actual game. Like over the since 2021 and that whole Idaval drop me to the knee celebration against Chelsea in the first game of the season, and then at the end of the season Cuthbert and Bright mocked him by doing the same celebration when they won the league. I think since then he's definitely become embroiled in that way too much, and that's, I don't know, it's just not really worked for him. I think for me, once Hayes is gone though, that vendetta might be lifted and he might actually be able to focus on coaching. But that's the Arsenal squad's been put together so poorly. They've got 3 strikers, none of whom are actually performing very well at the moment.
Yeah. The differences between City and Arsenal, obviously there's a lot of differences, but one of them is Gareth Taylor sets out to win the WSL. Idaval sets out to beat Emma Hayes.
That's, yeah.
Chelsea finish 8th. If Arsenal finish 7th, he's happy. He's well chuffed.
He's cartwheeling.
Yeah.
If he can.
He's on his knees again. You know, he can't help it. Play the match.
I just say he's on his knees again. That phrase is horrible. Khadija Shaw, she scored 2 goals and City are winning.
She did. That's really. I'm going to go.
You're going to get another one in the next 3 minutes.
Part had a good game, but I'm just give it to Khadija Shaw. Why not? Eh? But
she scored 2 goals.
Hemp, obviously, well taken goal. Parker had a good game, got another goal, and really instrumental in midfield there. Yui Hasegawa was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And without her, they wouldn't have unlocked the Liverpool defence to get the first goal. Fowler, yeah, it was Richard. Another really good game. Solid, really solid again from Ray Fowler.
Possibly would have scored if she wasn't benched for Chloe Kelly, who's come on and not really done anything.
I definitely think a really good all-round performance from everyone for City.
Yeah, apart from Keating. No clean sheet.
Well, she's...
No saves.
Hines again. What's she's going to have to have a shot? Oh, how...
I think she's made 1 save, didn't she?
Yeah. She's nothing to
do. Because it goes on an own goal, our rating looks terrible. 6 saves, to be fair to say. But I don't think City are the ones that need to worry about their goalkeeper.
No.
In this game, at least.
Rachel Laws had a mare for the first 3. They got smashed in the head.
And suddenly become like a goalkeeper. That's what you needed.
Knocked some sense. Ball in, looking for Shaw. Shaw's giving up there, though. She's too tired.
A minute to play. Hasegawa winning it back for City. Now Holland. Here is Jess Park looking to strike one. Not far away at all from Park.
That was dipping.
But that was probably their last chance of getting something from this game. City getting another goal. Sorry.
Got something.
Yeah, I need something more. But yeah, very good win for City. Anyway,
Yeah.
so they'll top the league now until at least the 26th of April.
That's huge for them. That
Maybe
is
the weekend
huge.
before that,
Now,
19th.
How many days were they top for? Tally.
Yeah.
Really important to everyone. That ball, Stokes and Enderby and Keating in a race. Keating wins and knocks it out of play.
Yeah.
And that should be that for today's match.
But yeah. Good win for City. At times it was frustrating. They started slow, but they come away from this with 3 added goals to the goal difference, 3 huge points in the WSL season. And, well, very professional job. And that is it. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 4. I think Matt Bid will be frustrated given that opening start, but ultimately City too strong on the day. We're back tomorrow. Conti Cup final time. We'll be live 30 minutes from kickoff in order to discuss everything going into the big game. And then, of course, so 2:30, join us live. 3 o'clock kickoff should be a brilliant game of football. Chelsea versus Arsenal, who will come out on top and claim the 2024 Continental Cup. I can't wait for it. You guys can't wait for it. Harry, can you wait for it?
I am so excited.
Harry can't wait for it either. So join us tomorrow where we'll be providing coverage
Thanks, everyone.
from 2:30. That's everything from us today. If you're looking for something to watch, you can go back and watch some of our old videos. There was, what did we do this week? We spoke about Arsenal, probably. Oh, we did a preview. There you go. Get in the mood for tomorrow by watching our preview from Wednesday, because yes, it was a great preview for what's going to be a very good game. But that's everything from us today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.